Alright. Hello everybody, and welcome back. So, today we are back with some more Final Fantasy XIV Online. We are on episode 21, and should be either the last or second to last, uh, actual, full filler episode. If there's anything left of this questline that I'm about to do today, probably do it, and then we're gonna do MSQ as soon as we finish it. So yeah, we're gonna be resuming MSQ in about a week. Hopefully, that's the plan. That by next week. If not, then definitely the week after. But yeah. Again, welcome in everybody. I hope you're all having an amazing weekend, and let's get this show started. Looks like everything is working. Hey, now, how's it going, friends? Hope you're well. Alright, go ahead. There we go. Looks like everything's working. Go ahead, pause that music. Start all changes. There we go. Oh, I completely forgot to switch data centers. Yeah, that's basically my main. But we are not here to do that one. I already completed the story on that one. So we'll be hopping over to the other data center and just returning to our Jedi. Oh, wait, I am in the steps up now. Okay. I completely forgot exactly where I decided to park my character last time, because I know I was doing stuff. But I had completely forgotten exactly where I left it. Hey, well, no, that was in Old Britannia. Yeah, there we go. Last time we were doing the Hildebrand questline. So I parked it at Old Britannia, or it ended at Old Britannia, I should say. But I should get rid of all that. It's gonna take way too much space. Let me do that real quick. Once we are done with turning all of this in, we will head to Bordona and actually start the questline. In fact, it is my favorite questline in this entire game. Of course, favorite side questline, because you can't really compare it with the main scenario stuff. In my opinion, it would be a very unjust comparison. Alright, let's go ahead, go to events, put these all the way up there, and maybe that one over there. Alright. Actually, I'll put these two here. That's there, that is there, because I want to keep those two. And I think that's it. Alright. Go ahead and head to more donuts. But a very basic, very quick rundown of the questline we're about to run is basically we are going to be helping a postman Moogle, to deliver letters across the realm. Basically, doing a bit of an actual, deep dive into quite a bit of more obscure lore of NPCs in general. I if it doesn't point it out, I will point out basically what it could be referencing. Uh, it also has one of the thirstiest, one of the most out of pocket, one of the most weird parts in this game. And I think it's actually like in the very beginning of it too. Right, I believe this should be it. Yeah, there we go. Apparent epistle. Clienthoda tires of having the possessions of others foisted upon her. Seven hells are those bloody purples blind? Scarnfrus Scarn oh, that's a mouthful. Scarnfrusk sin, not Scarnfrusk win. It's writ clear as day. Pardon me. The Moogle meant no harm, I'm sure, but this marks the third time this past fortnight I found myself in possession of a delivery intended for another. I do not expect all Moogles to be well versed in rogued and naming conventions, but when they are unsure of the intended recipient, could they at least have the courtesy to ask before dumping it off and flitting away unseen? Look closely. Here. This missive is clearly marked for my brother, Wisla Skarn Brusksin. He makes his home in Limsa and serves on guard duty at the Octant more often than not. I've a mind to send this letter right back where it came from, but my confidence in those furballs wears thin. I put my trust in them, and I'd not be surprised to see the letter end up in the hands of Hillfire himself. Perhaps you could deliver this letter to Arisfla the next time your travels take you to Limsa, and tell him that, though his sister would never think of reading his mail, he thinks he could do much better for himself than some vapid tavern wench. Oh my. Oh my, was that basically like a love letter? Did he basically like receive a love letter? Alright, let's hope that we are not accosted by any of the weirdness of Limsa right away. Because it can be a very weird place, trust me. You're lost, you'd best get found, and quickly. The streets of Limsa aren't known to be kind to lovers and loiterers. I got a letter for you? Letter for me, delivered to my sister, of all people? Well, isn't that just bloody brilliant? Perhaps next time those bloody furballs could just forward all my personal correspondence to the Admiral herself. I dare say the consequences would be less dire. 100,000 apologies, my good sir. I feel like they would have like a very high-pitched tone of voice. I am most profusely, profoundly sorry for the terrible inconvenience I have caused. You may rest assured that the one offending Moogle has been flogged several times with a large harbor herring as due punishment for his negligence. Kupo, ow. You have my word that we delivery Moogles shall triple even our efforts to ensure that no precarious parcel or missive ever again goes astray. Behold, for I shall now perform for you the Moogle dance of inimitable integrity. Steadily rings, my Moogle friend. I don't believe that will be necessary. And by that I mean, for the love of gods, just don't. Why? I wanted to see the Moogle dance. Wait a minute. Am I to believe I'm talking to a Moogle? In the flesh. Well, this isn't a rare occasion. Haha. And Limlane, take me if you aren't a cute little bugger. Just moments ago, I'd half a mind to wring the incompetent courier's neck. Plus, I'm not so petty a man as to vent my frustrations on a defenseless ball of fur. Besides, how can I hold it against you? What with the population of the realm burgeoning of late, I'd be lying if I said I myself didn't have trouble keeping names and faces straight. Any road, what's his face here was kind enough to deliver my letter, and I have your word that no more mistakes will be made. As far as I'm concerned, this is all water under the bridge. Alright, sounds good. Oh, you are too kind. The kindest, good sir. As for you, my adventuring friend, I dare say you would make a superlative delivery if you put your mind to it. Traveling to far-flung lands, rekindling old friendships, and cultivating new ones. Staying abreast of the latest happenings in the realm. Why, if there's a more fulfilling career to be had, I know naught of it. What say you, Kupo? You want to be a delivery viewer, Kupo? Yes, I do. Now, that's the spirit. In recognition of your efforts on behalf of our friend, Ariswa, I hereby waive the stringent screening examination typically administered to those who join our ranks. Welcome aboard. I am the Deputy Post Mogul, in charge of tutelage and training. In other words, your superior. As such, you will address me with due respect and follow each and every one of my instructions to the letter. No pun intended. Are we understood, Kupo? Of course we are. Now, allow me to explain your duties. When you see me floating about in the vicinity of where we now stand, you may take this as a sign I have one or more letters that I cannot be bothered, that I have deemed suitable for your training. Approach me and declare your readiness for the task, and I will entrust one of said letters to you, along with directions for its delivery. And so your journey begins, Kupo. Mind you, until you prove yourself, I will be overseeing all your deliveries to ensure that you do not shirk or slack in your duties. Not that a dutiful delivery viewer like you would ever consider such a thing, yes? Alright. I think they usually give you, like, multiple at a time, or you unlock multiple at a time. I think what I'm gonna... Carrier unlocked? Question mark? But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, like, accept one, go do that, come back, accept the next, do that, and so on. I'll do it basically one by one, instead of just, like, grouping them like I usually do. Ooh, crap, I did not read that. On accepting the quest, you'll be entrusted with a letter or package addressed with a... Wait, hold on. I can do this. There we go. You attained courier level 1. You are now able to undertake delivery quests. To review available quests and accept an assignment, speak with the W Post Moogle at the Octans. Upon accepting the quest, you will be entrusted with a letter or package addressed to a prominent Eorzean. Deliver it with swiftness and accuracy, and earn a name for yourself as one of the most trusted carriers in the realm. I think they basically just made all that for flair. But you don't, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. A debt unpaid. Oh, okay, we're gonna start very easy then. Also, apparently it will give me food, which would be actually very beneficial. I ran out of food a while ago, so I didn't have any experience boosts. If it isn't my new my promising new recruit. The twinkle in your eyes and spring in your step, simply shout out to me. I'm ready for my first assignment, Mr. Deputy Post Google, sir. Do I hear you correctly, Kupo? Of course I do. Well, this is your lucky day, for I picked out what should prove the perfect task to start off your training. To wit, I have here in my paws a letter that needs delivering to Bateron, profiteer of the drowning wench. Simple task, you say? Perhaps. And perhaps not, for a delivery Moogle's task does not end with the handing over of a piece of parchment. No. The conscientious carrier lends his ears to the addressee and sees the job through until his customer is happier for what has been received. Being the accomplished and eminently visible adventurer that you are, I suspect that your clients will be even more eager to enlist your services than they would an elusive Moogle like myself. Consider this an honor and a privilege, Kupo. As the one in charge for your training, I shall wait here for word of your success. You will succeed, won't you, Kupo? Why did I decide to go with a high-pitched voice for this? I mean, it's a Moogle, so it would make sense. Still, why did I decide this? I do sometimes question the decisions I make. Now years of base would always warn me art to see. Never a shining example to all the would-be heroes and heroines in this halls. Keep a letter for me, you say? Yes, I do. Would have figured you'd have more pressing tasks on your plate than playing messenger boy, but who am I to... What's this? Bugger me. Of all the times for him to show up. Hate to burden you, but I'd be much obliged if you could help me with a simple task. Yeah, sure. I knew I could count on you. The moment I saw your face, I knew the navigator had guided you back here for a reason. A reason? To help me settle a score with an old acquaintance of mine. The man's worked up quite the bill, and it's past time for a reckoning. You're a fine bastard and bringing me here to old Bateron. I can trust you with that, You'll find him out in the middle of Lenosha, arrogant fellow of his imposing stature and less than imposing brains, like it's not up to trouble of some sort. Oh, and speak with Dodgeby before you set out. She's prepared the perfect welcome gift for my dear old mate. Oh my, this should be interesting. Hello? So, you're the adventurer going out to greet our guests of honor, are you? Bateron hasn't told me much about the man, but his steely gaze speaks volumes. As you know, Bateron was an accomplished sellsword in his younger days, made his share of friends and more than his share of foes, and the latter are none too shy about bringing trouble onto the premises. A arrogant fellow in Middle Lenosha, was it? But I'll pry no further. One thing I've learned in my time here is not to poke my nose in disputes that don't involve me. Here's the gift Bateron asked me to prepare. I trust that it will serve you well. Alright. The ruffian in Middle Lenosha. Oh, hold on, it's right outside the gates. Which means I could just go to the waypoint and get it and do it that way. Trying to... Oh, crap, bastard. I traveled to the wrong one. Oh my. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can't go back. There should be another Aetherite, like, right next to me. Somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Alright, middle initiative where we need to go. But you're cowering. Eyes ain't looking to feel nothing. Just be wanting a ship, that's all. A big ship. Ha ha. An adventurer. To thank the gods. This brute means to rob. Oh wait. Oh wait. That's the winemonger that's talking. An adventurer? Thank the gods. This brute means to rob me of my livelihood. You must stop him. Alright. Ice cold water. So he's a drunk, and this is basically his wake up. Alright, you're asking for her. Oh. He's gonna go throw up. Hey, you good? For a godsend, friend, I tell you, that brute is a menace to honest merchants everywhere. You will find him and bring him to justice, yes? Yeah, I will. I'm not sure if this is also part of a fate, but I think most of these are part of fates and stuff like that. It's basically very interesting, small little stories. I think you could technically call it an anthology. Have mercy, man. I didn't mean the little man no harm. I just had a few too many. The old so Beethoven's ain't that rich. Ha ha ha. I'm the best bloody mate of the old bastards ever known. Whether or not he's willing to admit it. Okay, this took a turn. Ames Tillswain. Still sort of some repute myself. Though more for me prowess flag in a veil than to spear at me back. Ha ha ha. No, you'll see me blaming Bader on. No, you'll not see me blaming Bader on, nor you, of course, for the soggy welcome. I dare say I earned it on me last trip to the wench. As a matter of fact, I even brought Bader on a small token of apology. Just a way of saying sorry for all the trouble I've stirred up at. Well, bugger me to the seventh hell and back again. I left the bloody bag back at Mummersford Arms, was it? Forgive me, lad, my memory's still a bit hazy. I'd go back and search myself, but in addition to not knowing quite where I came from, I'm still feeling a touch queasy. Be a good lad and retrace my steps for me, will ya? And look, the fellow there, damned if I can remember his name, keeping me belongings safe and sound. Alright? That should be actually quite near. It could be like somewhere right over there. Also, it's kind of sad that, well, not sad, but interesting that they decided not to have any nighttime music for A Realm Reborn, but everywhere else they started implementing it. I guess they decided, hey, this is maybe a bit too quiet. Let me unlock this Chocobo Keep, because apparently I didn't unlock it. Oh, stranger, what brings an impressive-looking young lad like yourself to my humble orchards? That bloody drunkard? Of course I remember him. How could I not? There's his mark all over the bedding and floor. And this after I went out of my way to furnish his room with a proper spitting box. His belongings... I had my hands plenty full cleaning up his foul spew. If I left anything else behind, like as not it's still there. More than welcome to explore. Though I'd suggest you watch your step and hold your nose. Particularly if you've just eaten. I am pretty sure I've dealt with worse. Interesting. I'll leave you two to your privacy. They were apparently having a moment, and I might have intruded a bit. I forgot exactly how many levels there is to this. But yeah, this should be fun. Back, are you? If you happen upon me belongings, mayhap. Just a small satchel, nothing too, fancy. Bloody brilliant. Aye, from the moment you doused me with that. What stuff, I knew I'd made myself a friend. Don't know about you, but after all me troubles today, I worked up quite a thirst. What say you join me at the wench? First pints on Bader, haha. He's about to give you a thwacking, like a trend. And from the looks of it, it will be pretty well deserved. Oh, he's already drinking. Welcome back, the Geo. Give me apologies for getting you mixed up in the dealings of a couple of old sell swords. I'll have a pint of me finest, regardless of what he might have told you. This Bill Swain's paying for all the comers tonight, including yours truly. Not changed a whit, Bader on. Still a thankless bloody bastard. Ha ha. Oh. Thankless? Me? Says the insufferable sot who wouldn't be content till he drinks his so-called best taste out of house and home. Mark my words, Till Swain. If you conveniently forget to pay your tab this time, I'll hunt you to the 7th L. I'm not sure what accent to take with him. Gator and acts all tough, but trust me. Just a moment ago, he was going on about how happy he was to hear you were safe. Here, this one's on the house. I hear it's your favorite. You needn't worry, Lash. Old Till Swain and your master go way back. Gone soft, if you ask me. Why, back in our day, you couldn't call yourself friend to Bader on till he'd drawn steel on you at least twice. That's interesting. Then I shall consider myself fortunate that we only became acquainted more recently. But do tell, good sir, what is the story behind those coins? The remnants of some hidden treasure, mayhap? Treasure? Haha. You and I both wish, Lashy. Oh, I fear it's little more than a memento of days long past, and none too well remembered. Back when Badron and Michelle were still wet behind the ears, a grizzled old veteran, at least he looked grizzled to a couple of young pups like us, took a liking to us, took us under his wing, and as it were, was a kindness in days when kindness was hard to come by. He carried with him these here coins, she did. See the face of a spinner? Dead or bare gaze watching over him was what kept him living. Where all his old mates had a tendency to end up dead. Worse, chanced upon him fortnight ago on his deathbed. Poor bastard said he'd lived a good life, but his luck had finally run its course. Didn't have much to leave behind, save for his lucky coins. Coins he wanted to leave to a couple of not-so-young pups, that they might enjoy a life as long as his. Okay, that's actually really decent story. Touching tale indeed. Now, perhaps you can answer a long-held question of mine, sir. Why ever would a sellsword as renowned as Baderon forsake his blade for the life of a glorified barkeep? You've not heard the story? Mind yeah, a detail or two might have slipped from me memory, but I'll give her a try. It was 20 years ago, or thereabouts. The realm finally at peace, or something resembling it. A great mercenary captain had a plan. Man, aye, a living legend if ever there was one. But all the shell shorts who were itching for a new fight under one roof. So it was the Adventurers Guild was born. And there were no shortage of eager applicants. Aye, everyone and their uncle was looking to be an adventurer, save for one young boy, the son of the very man what founded it. The boy wanted only one thing, to follow in his father's footstep and make his name as the greatest sellsword who ever walked the realm. The boy gave up his dream? Did he reckon he'd already achieved it? Can't say for sure, lassie. Only that the boy is now a man. And the man stands behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild, dispensing advice to young glory seekers like Veggio here, and ale to old drunkards like Michel. Is this true? Why, that would mean that his father is none other than... Dodge me! Pay you to wipe the table, not wag your bloody tongue. Get back to work before I throw you back out in the gutter where I found you. Just when things were starting to get interesting. So he's the son of the original founder of the Adventurers Guild? At least the Limso Ominsa chapter? Or is it like the actual, like, encompassing one? That would be awesome. And with that, later on, I best be on my way. Spend any more time around the lovely lass, and this lonely old sellsword is like to get jealous. Besides, if I empty your cask today, what will I drink on my next visit? Ha ha ha. I walk away while your legs still hold you, you blundering oaf. And come back any time for a pint of me finest. I'll see you dumped right over your fat head. Okay, that was a very cool story. No, that was like legit very awesome. Oh yeah, the twin guides. Finally morning time. If it isn't my dutiful assistant, I trust you fared well on your first assignment. Do tell me all about it, Kupo. Why, you don't say. Veteran's never been an easy customer to please. Why, you know, I pulled out my whiskers that time I dropped a letter and a flagon of ale. Sounds like you made a fabulous first impression. As your senior, I couldn't be more pleased with your effort. And with myself for having discovered such a talented new recruit, Kupo. But this is no time to rest on your laurels. Oh no. For each day brings new letters, and the deliveries that await will take you even further afield. I dare say you might encounter clients who will make old Betaron look like a cuddly chocobo. But it's all in a day's work for my able assistant, yes? When you're looking for your next assignment, you'll know where to find me, Kupo. Right, let's get the finger sandwich, because tank. Tenacity. Did he give experience? I forgot. I forgot if they give experience or not. But I guess we'll see. Level up. Your successful delivery, your reputation as a letter carrier has grown. Oh wait, this should tell me. Skill and sandwiches. No experience, so I'm not gonna eat anything then. Alright, but before we continue this, I need to step away for just a couple of seconds. Let's head over to the be right back scene, and I shall be right back. Alright. I have returned. Looks like everything is working. Alright, good. Alright, let's continue on with the plus line. We'll just go down the list. Do one by one. But it isn't my favorite assistant. Back and eager as ever. As a reward for your zeal and your duties, I have what should prove to be a positively delightful task, Kupo. I have a letter here addressed to Mother Mione of Gridania's Caroline Canopy. I can just feel the warm rays of the sun trickling down through the leaves. Piping hot cup of tea in my paw. Why, I have a mind to deliver the letter myself. But let it not be said that the deputy postmogul keeps a more pleasing task for himself. No, the job is yours. And you need not so much as ask for it. Happy message, Harry and Kupo. Alright, to Gridania. Yeah, I'll just do one by one. That way it's a bit easier. I don't like fragment it or anything. Is that person dressed like Sid? That person is dressed like Sid. It's this way. Welcome to the Caroline Canopy, friend. You've made quite a name for yourself, haven't you? At times, I'd swear that even the trees themselves whisper tales of your exploits. I have a letter for you. A letter? Let me see. Oh! Why, it would seem there'll be an even greater demand for eel pies in the coming days. And once again, the oven calls. Not that you'll find me complaining. After all, some go their entire lives without knowing how it feels to have one of their creations beloved by Eorzeans the realm over. Which, come to think of it, reminds me of a story. How did it go again? Ah, yes. Years ago, when I was no taller than the counter before us, a Lalapellan artisan and his daughter came here to the Twelvewood. Of the circumstances which brought them here I know little, for the father was a man of few words. What I do know is that they had left behind their home, traveling far and wide across the realm before settling on Gridania as their new home. The elementals care little about borders drawn by men. All who treat the forest with compassion are welcome within. Sadly, people in those times were not quite so understanding. The poor man and daughter endured name-calling, playful pranks, and worse. My grandfather took pity on them, offering them shelter in this building. In those days, it was little more than a glorified storage cabin, far from the bustling center of activity it is today. My grandfather minded the watermill, you see, as his father before him. A respected position that afforded our family a certain status among our peers. Though not all approved of my grandfather befriending the outsiders, none dared give voice to their objections. With time, Gridanians came to understand that whensoever they hailed... the man and his young daughter were honest, peaceable folk, no different from any of us. With the blessings of their newfound countrymen, the love the two harbored for their new home deepened. When talk arose of erecting a new water wheel, the father, originally a shipwright by trade, was among the first to offer his services. My grandfather soon joined him. Here, suffering from a nasty... Ooh. My condolences, friend, but welcome in, Rose. Welcome in. I hope the headache leaves you soon. Have you drank water today? Drink water. Drink liquid. Liquid is good. Though not without hardships along the way, the wheel eventually rose, standing even today as one of Gridania's greatest architectural achievements. and a keystone of our very livelihood. If you are not in too much of a hurry, I would like very much to show it to you. Oh, by the way, Rose, this questline is basically my favorite side questline, because it basically gives you a deep lore lesson about a lot of the stuff that goes on. Well, not a lot of it, but quite a few interesting parts. So it's basically just like, it's awesome storytelling. It's basically a bunch of small stories that are very fun, comedic at times, thirsty and weird at times, as we'll probably see soonish. But yeah, it's a fun one. But before we depart, I would ask of you a small errand. Would you be so kind as to pick 4 Caroline blossoms about town and bring them to me? I would accompany you, but alas, the kitchen calls. Alright, let's go ahead. Pick up the flower. We pick 2 here in New Britannia and 2 in Old. Yeah, let's go get that one first. Here's a Caroline. Funny how I'm picking Carolines for the profiteers of the Caroline canopy. Which I am gonna assume is aligned with either Caroline or something resembling it. Because, you know, they love to do that. They love to kind of do that in this game. I also do love the calming music of this place. Okay, so I don't know if y'all remember, but a while ago we did a series of dungeons. We started it off with one that was basically like creepy. Concerning an NPC called Etta. I keep forgetting her last name, and I don't know why my mind defaults it to Longbottom. It is not Longbottom. That's from Harry Potter. Anyway, this Etta person died in the end of the dungeon. Her story was basically she was in love with a fellow adventurer, a tank. They were engaged to be wed, and he died because he kept rushing forward. She kept his dismembered head. She got crazy. She decided to marry him, the head, and use black magic to basically revive him, and she ended up falling into the chasm. A fun little fact is that that's not always, but sometimes, I think right in this area, you can see her ghost. This area is one of the places where you can actually see her. Somewhere in this playground, that is. It's a fun little creepy detail, but I always love the smaller details. Yeah. I don't know where the other parts are, but yeah, you can basically encounter her in the overworld, and it is creepy as heck. Cool, so I managed to finish the main missions in the ASCII hunting map. Ooh! I did about exactly 2.5 missions before I had to get off today, when I was playing earlier. One of them I actually, like, most of the time I spent was trying to do one mission. That was hunt a black-tailed deer at night in a certain location. A black-tailed or white-tailed deer. It was either or. But I didn't have the better bullets, I had the soft point. It didn't penetrate the skin of the only one that I found, and yeah. So I have to wait till it's nighttime again and then make my way over and try it over again the next time I solo play it. In the meantime, I have a couple of other that I could easily probably knock off. Also had to do a UN track and moves for over half the map earlier. I legit just did that today as well. Although there was another moose, like, I was tracking a moose halfway through the map, and it led me to two other moose. They were female. One of them started charging at me, so I took out the shotgun. That is only 2 to 5 grade, and I had to keep shooting. I think I shot 4 or 5 bullets into her before she decided to run away and die. So that was a fun experience. But yeah, that game is actually fun. It's actually pretty fun. I feel like once I get enough, like once I milk enough out of the 2 free maps, I'm probably gonna slowly get the other maps, especially if they're on sale. I just have to keep an eye on them. If they go on sale, that is. I also need to actually, like, start saving up for it. Because I usually kind of, like, budget myself where I have, like, some money set aside for entertainment, basically. So I'm gonna need to kind of, like, make sure I have enough for that. Or when a thing goes on sale and I could get it. Ah, welcome back. Were you able to procure the Carline blossoms I asked of you? Yes, here they are. Ah, how lovely. Though hardly a rare sighting, Redania, these flowers never fail to bring a smile to my face. The water wheel I would show you is best seen from the jaded flood. Go on ahead. I shall be along after I see to my duties here. Alright, let's go. Find their need spots that you know are active at night. That way you can stalk the area at a distance. If you're talking about the deer, the mission asks for the... What's it called? Chalk Lake or something? It was kind of like a, it started with CH. I forgot if it was Chalk or Chaka or Chalaka. It was something. It had a cha in the name, if that makes any sense. But yeah. Oh, that water wheel looks absolutely fabulous, actually. But yeah, it was like in the vicinity of that lake, not too far off. I couldn't find any feed zones in that area for them. Actually, there might have been one. I'm gonna have to double check. But yeah, I was able to attract one with the calls, but again, I just didn't have the bullets for it. Ah, Vegeta, I hope I've not kept you waiting over long. Oh, that is a beautiful necklace she have. God damn, I appreciate a good necklace. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Come now, let us look upon the water of my tale. Behold the pride of our nation, Pigaga's gift. There's a big pack up for 44 right now. It has some maps and other stuff in it. Which one of them being the Asian map with tigers. I know you get the Bloodhound and the high power rifles with it as well. Yeah, I'm probably still gonna have to wait on that. Maybe in the future, if it's still for that, I might be able to get it, but yeah. It was just a thought that I am putting out to... But yeah, thank you for letting me know. I'm pretty sure if there are any other sales, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be letting me know. Is she not magnificent? Countless times have I come here, yet each time I stand in awe at her sheer size and beauty, knowing that it was born of a special bond between my grandfather and the Lalafellan builder, elevates it to a special place in my heart. Would that they had lived to see it complete. I'm sorry? I spoke of hardships, yes? Not days after he finished drawing up his draft for the new mill, poor Lalafell, hale and hearty for his age until then, suddenly took ill. What started as a cough soon grew dire, and within a fortnight he had passed. Without its chief builder, The ambitious project came grinding to a halt. At first, there seemed no recourse but to abandon the construction entirely. Then the daughter stepped forth, vowing that she would see her father's dream to fruition. Though none could deny her pedigree, the girl had never lifted a hammer in her entire life. Not letting this, nor the doubting words of others, deter her, she promptly enrolled in the Carpenters' Guild, vowing to follow in her father's footsteps. People laughed. Who was this shy little girl with yellow blossoms in her hair? But within a year's time, all could see that the girl was a prodigy with the hammer. In 5 years, she had mastered skills that would take an ordinary carpenter a lifetime. In 10, her father's dream had become a reality. She had those flowers in her hair. That just made it that much sadder. God damn. Probably will be on one around the 4th of July, maybe. Alright, cool. I just got hit in the feels, Major. Shy girl with flowers in her hair had blossomed into a strong, proud woman, and one of the greatest builders our realm has ever known. Such is the tale of Pigaga. To think of the wonders she might still have wrought. Alas, not long after completing her gift to us, she succumbed to the same foul plague that took her father. Though she is with us no more, she remains an inspiration for the women of Britannia, myself first among them. It is here, in view of the father and daughter's greatest accomplishment, that I buried their ashes and built a small monument to their memory. Once again, I thank you, Thegio. The flowers you picked surely brought a smile to Pagaga's face today. Now, shall we return? Yes, to the place that I named in her memory. Canopy. Canopy is named after her. Ethereal black bear. Ooh, Goose. Hello. Welcome in, my friend. You're just in time. Actually, we just missed the getting hit in the feels part, possibly. But you are in time for one of the best storylines in this game, hands down. It's basically a series of small stories regarding certain characters in game, key characters, well, not key, but interesting characters in game, or interesting locations. Kind of like what we were just doing right now. And boy, this one get me in the feels right now. This is wow. Thank you for accompanying me today. I had hoped to share the tale of Pigaga with you for quite some time now. Haven't come here as you did from a faraway land. In transforming my grandfather's old storage cabin into the Caroline canopy you see today, I sought to carry on the spirit he showed to his Lalafellan friends. A spirit of welcome and acceptance for all who would seek shelter here, regardless of their origin. And it was in the same spirit that I came to devote my life to looking after those who would seek adventure. And what a fateful decision that turned out to be, yes? So it was that I came to stand behind this counter. So it was that I met you. And so it was that I received the joyous tidings that you brought to me today. For you see, the letter you delivered was an announcement from the Adventurers Guild. It would appear that I can look forward to a sizable group of new recruits in the days to come, and nothing could make me happier. I wanted to share this news with Pigaga and with you. After all, 'tis no small part thanks to your exploits, and that so many brave young men and women would set forth to bring succor to our realm. Truly, you are a gleaming example to all. May your star shine forever bright upon us, Thegio. That was intense. Alright, we'll take the omelet. But I am doing well, Goose. Thank you. How are you? I are well also. Your successful delivery, your reputation as a letter carrier has grown. Yes, the premise of this entire questline that we're doing is delivering letters under the tutelage of a Mughal. The irony of it, the sheer weirdness of it. Speaking of weird, we're in Limsa. God dang it. Okay, good. No too weird stuff. But there will be some weird parts to this questline. Some spicy parts. Just want to see. I think it will be the first one that we're gonna get. Well, look who's back! I'll give you 3 guesses what I have in my paw, and the first 2 don't count, Kupo. Ah, yes, a letter. However, did you know? It's addressed to Momodi, the ever-charming proprietress of the quicksand in Ul'dah. Sounds like a pleasant enough assignment, wouldn't you say? But this is no ordinary letter. Oh no! Why, I've trained my eyes for any sign of the sender's name, but it is nowhere to be found. An anonymous epistle. Sounds like a task for my most capable assistant, Kupo. Alright. We have our actual, home point back in Gridania, so this should be fun. Pretty sure that if you talk to your own, Starter City, Adventurers Guild person, the proprietress or proprietor of your own Adventurers Guild, they would have kind of like a special line, basically like recognizing you. That's all it is. A small detail, but still very fun. Well, if it ain't Thegio. Good to see an adventurer who remembers where he came from, even after becoming all famous and the like. What brings you to the quicksand today? Here you go, letter. Letter. Next thing I know, you'll be sprouting a pom-pom and ending every other utterance with Kupo. Oh, how curious. It would seem the sender's forgotten to sign the envelope. Oh, my beloved Momodi. My riches could buy all the jewels in the realm, yet none would shine as bright as thee. Say that you'll be mine, and... Bleh. Good gods, no wonder the letter was anonymous. No man in his right mind would claim authorship of such a hackneyed, pretentious load of... Momodi, my love, I see that my mellifluous missive finds you looking as beautiful as ever. Oh my god. Oh, it's you. Why do I find myself entirely unsurprised? I've lost count of how many times I've spurned your shameless advances to your face. Must I now do the same in writing for you to get the bloody message? Shameless? You wound me, Momodi, my love. Why, my advances are positively shameful. That's not the right word, is it now? Picture the scene. A mysterious letter. A secret admirer. Is it so outlandish for a man to think that the subtle, romantic approach might stir the flames of passion in his beloved's heart? That's the fool standing before me for the 3rd time this week. Still sporting the same ridiculous jacket. Our guest clearly lacks the courtesy to introduce himself, so allow me. This is Thomas so-and-so, son of the spice merchant someone or other, and the richest, most eligible young bachelor in all of Ul'dah. Hello, I guess? Forgive me, I've forgotten some of the details. I've only heard the story some 20-odd times now. This is Thegio, the man who wasted his precious time hauling your rubbish halfway across the realm. Is that so? Smashing work, my boy. Remind me of your name again later, and I'll be sure to put you on the guest list for when my lovely Momodi and I are wed. God damn. Good luck with the hunt, Rose. Do you see, my love? This adventure's efforts were not for naught. No, you need only promise your hand to me. Promise that forever my Moody, and mine alone you will be. In person or in ink, my answer's the same. Come back when Thanaland freezes over, so I can reject you again. Alas and alack, I should have known. Yes, that hairpin that adorns your lovely locks speaks loud and clear. Admit it, Momodi. After all these years, you still harbored feelings for him. Why? You've some nerve walking into my place of business and spouting such nonsense. Nonsense, my beloved? Is that so? Rumors about that hairpin abound about that hairpin. That it was crafted for you by an old flame. That it has not left your shapely head for so much as a day since the calamity. If you lost a childhood love when the lesser moon fell, you have my sympathies. But this is a new age, my dearest. Time marches on, and we must march with it. Oh, did I mention that my family is among the richest in the Sultanate? Hell, just how thick is your bloody skull? The man crafted my hairpin, and yes, there was a time when I felt something for him. But such days are long past, and today I needn't compare you to anyone to find you thoroughly repulsive. Besides, I'll have you know that the man who crafted this still lives. What's this? My rival in love still lives? Ha ha ha! At long last my task's clear. I must seek out this pretender, and prove once and for all that I, Thomas, am the only one worthy of my dear Momodi's hand. He is gonna make a fine mess out of this. Adventurer, I would request your aid. Together we will seek out this man, and you will serve as an impartial judge to determine who is the worthy partner for Miss Momody, he or I. Rest assured that you will be suitably compensated for rendering the proper decision. And with that, let us begin our search at the Goldsmith's Guild. I shall await you there. Momody has had enough of his crap. Hey, it's extra money, you know? It's an extra quick buck. Who am I to say no to that? And I am speaking basically as what my character would think. He was a Jedi in a previous life, but this is a different realm, and he needs the money because he be broke. Even though he has over 1 million gil right now to his name, but that don't count. At least not in my headcanon, it doesn't count. That? Momody's hairpin, you say? Why, that was Momoroto's work. Momoroto. Now there's a name I've not uttered in some time. Destined for greatness, that one was. Could have been the second coming of Nielpresne. They have some weird names, holy crap. Why, he'd been with us for a scant few years when a commission came in from the Sultana herself. Slaved away at the piece day and night, till one day, when he rose from his workbench and walked away. Some said the pressure of expectations grew too great to bear. Others that his heart was never in his craft to begin with. Still, others said that it was a broken heart that drove him away. The guild lost a talented goldsmith, and I lost a friend. But a man's life is his to live. Last I heard, Momoroto was passing his days as a fisherman in Crescent Cove. He's found happiness. I don't begrudge him for his choice one bit. I believe Crescent Cove. That is in Western. We can just fly there. Oh, can you see that? Not really. Thanaland. if I don't lower the mount a little bit, it's gonna keep giving me that message and it becomes a bit annoying. Like that. I really wish they would have it set to just one and done. Like, it doesn't need to keep repeating that, hey, you can't go any higher. You let me know once, that's fine. Just let me hit the ceiling. It's not gonna hurt. I promise. Also, oh yeah, I forgot that they basically reworked this entire area. The aesthetic of it. So now it looks absolutely stunning and much more realistic. Then again, it's foggy, so you can't really see much, and it's nearing nighttime. In the day, that would be very, very fun to see. Not a bite. Ah well, tomorrow's another. What brings a mighty adventurer to this lonely fishing hole? This is Momoroto? A shabby-looking fellow indeed. But what did I expect from a craven who threw away his chance at fame, love, and glory because he couldn't bear the pressure? Oh, the ignominy of it all. She turns down my gifts of jewels and gold, yet adorns her fair locks with a trinket coupled together by a languid lullaby who stinks of sardines. Like, the hell is your problem, dude? So, Momori's actually wearing that old thing. You'll get no argument from me. I hardly deserve it, nor did I deserve her. Perhaps I once did. There was a time when I dreamed of being the greatest goldsmith in the realm. Even a time when such dreams seemed within reach. The young Momoroto may have been worthy of Momori's hand. But that dreamer is no more, and you'll not see me mourn his passing. Not all dreams were meant to be followed, and not all of us were destined for greatness. With a fishing pole in his hand and a creaky pier under his bottom, and all Momoroto's a happy man. Can you believe this? My travels have taken me to the far corners of the realm, and never, never have I seen a man so lacking in ambition, enthusiasm, or any even vaguely redeeming qualities. I would ask you to judge which one of us is more worthy, but I think we can safely say that I am the victor by default. To the quicksand adventurer, my future bride awaits. Why is he just sitting there? It's like, the hell is going on? Ah, so that's what all that shouting was about. The young man's taken a fancy to Momori, has he? I'll say this much, he's got good taste. Doesn't seem like all that bad of a fellow. A bit oversure of his own abilities, perhaps, but no more so than someone I used to know. When I gave that hairpin to Momori years ago, she refused to wear it. Said it meant too much to her to risk losing it. As to why her heart may have changed, who can say? But it is not for love, this I know. Those days are buried in the sands of time. Whether that will avail your lovelorn friend is another matter entirely. That's true, that's true. Alright, let us head back to the quicksand. To the quicksand we return. Am I going the right direction? I thought I was high enough, but apparently not. Dream On. Wasn't there a song called Dream On? Or at least one of the lyrics was Dream On? I think there was. Now the lyrics are gonna be stuck in my head for a while. I guess I deserve it for doing that. Oh, yeah, this is faster. Preferred world bonus. I forgot that this was a preferred world. Oh, by the way, Goose, you are still here. How goes the Warframe grind? I know you've been getting super into it lately, so I hope it's going well for you. Just between you and me, Thegio. I was hoping you'd manage to lose him somewhere on the way. I have done my part. I sought out this Momoroso and heard his tale. Tale of a coward who has not deserved you since the day he fled this city, forsaking your love and his future in the process. I guess? Maybe? I'm like, A worthy suitor stands before you. A man who promises to do everything in his power to bring you happiness, and who has the courage to put such words into action. I implore you, my beloved, undo that hairpin, free your heart from the has-been, and give unto me your hand. Listen well, 'cause I'll repeat myself no more. I have no feelings for Momoroto, and sure as hell none for you. This hairpin? It's a symbol of all those who would dare to dream. A symbol and a warning. Almost got up to the new content on all three accounts. 3 accounts, holy crap. Just a bit away from the 2 alts. Sweet, you're making decent progress. Good, that's good for you. Momoroto and I were old friends. He used to come by the shop where I worked and regale me with tales of all he hoped to achieve. He burned with passion in those days, like yourself, less style and more substance. As a wide-eyed girl, I was drawn to dreamers. I urged him on at every opportunity. When I heard he was making something for the Sultana, I near screamed. This is your chance, Momoroto. Craft the masterpiece I know you have in you, and you'll go down in history. You won't live and die a nobody. So I told him, over and over, till he came no more. I went to the Goldsmiths Guild only to hear that he'd resigned his position. It was then I saw the error of my ways. All the time that I thought I was encouraging my friend, I was only piling on to a burden he never wanted to bear. And so you wear the hairpin out of pity for the man? No, not pity. At first, I felt so ashamed that I didn't think myself worthy of wearing it. Then the lesser moon came tumbling down and everything changed. At first, we thought we'd lost everything. Then, slowly but surely, we began to pick up the pieces and dream again. Seeing the proud faces of those who would rise to the call and rebuild our realm, rekindled passions in my heart I hadn't felt in years. It was then that I finally discovered a dream of my own. To stand with those who would fight for theirs, and to give them strength in any way I could. This is why I stand here today. And yet, I must never repeat the mistake of my past. Adventurer, artisan, or angler, one's true dreams, one's true strength, must come from within. This is what I learned from Momoroto. Oh, I'll get it in a second. And this is why I treasure his memento to this very day. Hold on, just give me a second, guys. bit higher. Well, there we go. Oh, my beloved, could there be in this world a more sensitive soul? 12 should be the 13 for you, my dearest. Are a goddess of dreams and compassion. Oh, what is going on with the chair? Hitherto I knew only your physical beauty. I have seen the true beauty of your heart and soul. I am lost without you, my beloved. Make my dream come true and promise to stay by my side forevermore. Have you not been listening to a single word I said? I've devoted my life to support an adventurer's dreams. Men like Veggio here who are too busy fighting for our realm to waste my bloody time. But my beloved, our love too may yet save yours yet from the shadows. Well, now, those are the first interesting words I've heard come out of your mouth. Prove to me that they're more than just words, and maybe, just maybe, I'll reconsider. Does this mean I have a chance? Oh, merciful indeed, the goddess Momodi. I will not fail you, my love. Today I take my leave. When next I return, you will know the true breadth and scale of my dreams. You're gonna go be an adventurer? And you, my good man, you have opened my eyes today. And for this you shall be well rewarded, you have my word. You will be in the front row for the festivities when my goddess and I are wed. He does not give up. She is just as confused as everybody else is. Finally, some peace and quiet. Doubt he'll be showing his face here anytime soon, but who knows? He'd not be the first man I've seen change. And your road. Thank you, Veggio. No matter how far we come, we can't forget the past. And thanks to you, I've been able to do some much-needed reflecting. Yeah, all in a day's work. Level up. Level up? Your successful delivery, your reputation has grown. Alright, back to Limsa. You should have... I think this time it's gonna be like 3. Oh, the AFKers are starting to appear. The weird people are starting to appear. Limsa starting to manifest itself in its fullest. Right, Deputy Post, Moogle. What do you got for me? Oh. You know what? I'm actually gonna go... I'm gonna do this one first because I want to get done with it. This is a bit of a spicy one. It's Broking the Half. This guy is named Haft. Longhaft. His name is Longhaft. This entire thing is one joke about, well, you know, you'll see. It's basically one spicy joke. It's all it is. Ah, my trusted assistant is ever ready for action, Kupo. Very well, I have a package here straight from Little Solus addressed to... the long one? Moogle Intelligence has confirmed that this is a Sylphic epithet for one Hunbert Longhaft, a brass blade captain of considerable repute who leads the defense at Highbridge. Hunbert is known to be one of the most charismatic leaders in the realm, never seen outside the company of one or more of his men. Rather, I should say women. His followers are uniformly female and fiercely loyal to their captain. He basically has a harem. I was in Highbridge a short while ago, but the captain was unfortunately off duty. It would appear he had business at the Weavers Guild and had taken 2 of his most loyal subordinates along with him to Ul'dah. Many happy deliveries, Squeepo. Alright, so we're going to the Weaver's Guild. Going to the Weaver's Guild so that we can go stroking the haft. That just sounded wrong. Oh, that sounded way too wrong. I regret my decisions. I mean, I'll be saying a lot of out-of-pocket stuff in this one anyway, so might as well get it over with. Maybe try not to add more to it. Hello, Hunbert. How many times must I tell you? Garments such as these might be fit for an ordinary man, but Hunbert Longhaft is no ordinary man. Hells, what is keeping my package? It's right here, man. My silk, at last. Ah, now this is more like it. Feel for yourself. So soft and pliant that fabric that truly breathes. This is of silk make. You see, a merchant I met in Highbridge sang its praises, and I simply had to experience it for myself. Your puzzled expression does not escape me, but Longhaft, you protest. Many a tale have I heard of your blade and the consummate skill with which you wield it. What use would a virile swordsman such as yourself have with such delicate, even feminine fabric? An astute question, which I answer with a question of my own. You strike me as one who knows your way around the battlefield, yes? Suppose you are the commander of a formidable unit, one akin to a great machine. Now suppose this same unit was somehow constrained, forced to do battle in cramped quarters. Would your unit be able to realize its full potential in such unfavorable conditions? Verily not. Only when given room to breathe will the puissant unit swell and expand over the battlefield, and then, upon reaching the full extent of its power, thrust forth and penetrate your opponent's defenses. You grasp my meaning? Oh god. This should be labeled a +18 for some reasons. And so I would commission a garment to be made from the silk. And yet, my unit is not merely my own. No, the skilled hands under my command see to it that my machine remains well oiled. Oh my. 2 of these hands accompanied me here to Ul'dah, but it would seem they have eluded my grasp. I have eluded theirs, haha. Might you be a good lad and find them for me? Oh, this is wild. This one quest is wild. So we're gonna speak with 2 sisters. One is Sapphire Eyes and the other is Ruby Eyes. That's the way to distinguish them, apparently. If I remember correctly, well, based on their names, they're Mikote. There's Itaja, and the other one is called Ilamui, which I don't know where the other one is. And the Husting Strips and the Alchemist still. Okay. The first earring I saw would look lovely on my captain, but so would that other one. God, why does shopping have to be so goddamn difficult? Ah, you do well not to scare me like that. I'm a brass blade in service to Captain Hungbert, better known as Hungbert Longhaft. No doubt you've heard the tales? No, I haven't. None can deny the captain cuts a dashing figure, but I would give him a gift to further bring out his beauty. What say you, adventurer? Does any of these fine ornaments catch your eye? Okay, so a ruby earring would be basically... Should I go with the color of her eyes? I'll probably go with the color of her eyes. Should I? I think I will. I'll go with Sapphire, since she's Sapphire Eyes. Why, I thought the same myself. Some find Sapphire's cold. But they do not understand that beneath this cool exterior sleeps a wellspring of passion as deep as the ocean. Passion tempered by maturity and reason. Not coincidentally, it is also the color of my eyes, which the captain has oft admired during late nights manning the control room at Highbridge. As I stroked the lever and admired its workmanship, oh my. There are those in the brass blades who do not understand the captain, those who say his exploits on the battlefield do not warrant the sizable reputation he has amassed. I know not which battlefield they speak of, but as someone who has witnessed his sword play firsthand, I can assure you that the reality far exceeds even the tallest of tales. Speaking of the captain, wherever did he run off to? I must deliver my gift before Elanoi does. Lest she be the one invited to work the lever tonight. Okay then. Okay then. You are at the Alchemist Guild, the other one. Why is she at the Alchemist Guild? Oh, I think I know why. So many potions and myriad powers and potencies. Surely one might serve to further harden the captain's, resolve. Oh, don't frighten me like that. I was just shopping for a suitable present for my captain. You have heard the tales of the Longhaft, I presume? Then you know that he is naturally endowed with both size and stamina. Still, I would see how alchemical innovation might enhance his already prodigious talents. Do any of these files intrigue you, adventurer? Oh my. Oh my. Whew. A ruby red potion of stamina. Ah, that one stood out to me as well. Red is, after all, the color of passion, and few men are more passionate than my captain. Stands to reason that red is his favorite hue. I might humbly note that it is also the color of my eyes. He has often praised their beauty during our nights together in the control room at Highbridge, where he often summons me to lubricate the lever. He says my supple fingers are most suited to the task. Oh! In the past, the captain shunned alchemy in all its forms, claiming he had no need for unnatural enhancements. Recently, however, I remarked that his blade, already renowned across Eorzea, might reach legendary stature with the right help, and he seemed suitably aroused by the idea. Oh, but I simply must be getting back. Just imagining the captain alone with hers enough to send shivers up my tail. What is this? What were they on when they were doing this particular quest? I want to know, and I want to know who gave it to them. I want to know their dealer, because I want to see if I can get my hands on it. Because they had to be on some potent stuff. Oh, they're exchanging heated words. Made suggestion that our captain partake in alchemical enhancement is an insult, not merely to him, but to the gods that endowed him with such natural talent. Ha! Says the one who would see him adorn his body with gaudy trinkets. You even understand the true measure of a man. Ungrateful wench, you're not worthy to polish the captain's blade. Alright, then. Okay, this is it. This is gonna wrap it up, thankfully. Captain, you always praise the way I calibrate your lever. Called me an engineer. Captain, you said that no machinist in the realm could keep your parts oiled as well as I do. Cease this senseless bickering, the both of you. You each have served me long and served me hard. Surely you realize by now that there is more than enough man to go around? While I welcome your sentiments, I have no need for shiny baubles or motley brews. The gods have seen fit to endow me well. I would fight my battles on my own merits. Besides, there are more important matters at hand. Before you two came in, I had just been informed that my garments were ready. Prepare yourselves. What say you, Itaja? So dashing, so handsome, so form-fitting. I feel the flames of passion welling from within. You promise you're aware that the next time you summon me to the control room, yes? For you, my love, anything. We have only just begun. What say you, Elamoy? That broad chest bursting forth, those bulging biceps. My captain, this garment shows you for the god of virility that you are. My only regret is that I cannot quite see under the belt. Oh, she went there. All in good time, my love. Now, do you see? There is more than enough man here for... No, unfortunately, no mere man. For within me rages a beast. A beast that will be contained no longer. Behold it. You know this first node creature is legendary for its stamina and the sheer size of its manhood? What? Hey, yo! Now, tell me, ladies, what would you like for Starlight this year? You, my captain, and nothing but you. Ha ha ha, that is what I thought you'd say. Now if you've gotten over your silly little catfight, I believe it's time we went on our way. For even as we see peak bandits and brigands would target innocent merchants who travel through Highbridge, fear not, ladies. There will be time enough for pleasure when the battles have been won. Yes, sir. If you thought being the long hat was all about sweet pleasure and bliss, you'd best think again. Prone to bouts of sibling jealousy, those two, but they're good girls at heart. All the more admirable considering their origins. Stolen from their parents when they were just babes and sold into a trade where no woman deserved to go. My unit found and freed them, but sadly the brass blades are not in the habit of taking in children. Granted their freedom, they made their living on the streets, where many turned to selling their bodies. They honed their smarts and their fighting skills. When they returned to me years later as women grown, strong and beautiful, I swore that I would have them. In my regiment, that is. That they know how to properly sheathe my blade is an extra benefit. Albeit a most welcome one, and with that I must... Yes, do return to your goddamn post. Sick freak. I do not remember it being this weird. Thankfully it is done. That's why I wanted to start with it, so we can move on. Act like it never happened. This didn't happen. Oh god. It's probably gonna be on forever in the internet. Okay. Moving on. Spirits most foul. Ah, yes, this one is tied to a certain fate. The other one was also part of the Fate series. Like, you can actually find Longhalf in a Fate series. You help him win the day, of course, because otherwise he does basically lose. But yeah, this one is also tied to a Fate. Oh, okay. I'll do that later. How far you've come as a carrier, and in such a short time. I knew that my that word skills bordered upon genius. Pedagogical skills. Oh, that was a mouthful. What did you say I have outdone myself this time, Kupo? I would reward myself with a well-deserved respite, and you with your most demanding assignment to date. I have in my paws a parcel from the Thaumaturge's Guild in Ula to be delivered to Briah of the Conjurer's Guild in Gridania. And I quote, with all speed. Urgent correspondence between the realm's most puissant practitioners of magic? It would only be the slightest of exaggerations to say that the fate of Eorzea may very well be riding on this delivery. Do still glade pain with you, Kupo? I need bleach for my eyes and ears after that other quest, though. My innocent ears and eyes have been tainted. Alright, to the Conjurer's Guild, there it is. Fun fact, if you pick up the Conjurer questline, and you reach level 30, you can unlock a side quest here that would grant you a pony. Like an actual pony. Think a unicorn? Yes, a unicorn. Tamtar Deepcroft, Hawkbanner, and now this! Vengeful spirits clutch and clawed our forest home. At our very souls. Is there naught we can do to free ourselves from their grip? Here's your bundle for Briah. Thank the gods, I feared it would not arrive in time. This is a comprehensive summary of Voidsend sightings collected from across the realm, along with the latest series on how to deal with potential cases of possession. A young man recently approached me, you see, fearing that he had fallen under the influence of baleful forces not of this world. As the poor soul told me, he oft awakens in the dark of night, in parts unknown, with bruises all over his body, and no memory of how he arrived there. The mere thought sends shivers up the spine, does it not? Goes without saying that the man was quite distraught. I promised I would gather what knowledge I could and see what I might do to free him from his demons. Thanks to your timely delivery, I am at last armed with information I need. But there's another rub. My subject has vanished. Even as we speak, dark spirits may have seized control of him once more, and yet I must dive into this tome immediately to have any hope of saving him. If you could track down the man, I would be much in your debt. His sister, Idok, can be found at Quarry Mill, and may have some knowledge as to his whereabouts. Alright, to Quarry Mill we go. Oh. So there is that settlement, Busker and Sturther, right? You can't see the cursor, of course, but yeah. Right next to the settlement is Busker and Sturther right there. Partially covered. But, basically, there's a fate that goes on in this area, like where the Porter and settlement are. Right there. That fate is... This is basically the lore for that fate. So just a fun fact. Briah, searching for Benny, you say? How odd, he has left here bells ago, saying he would make straight for the pain. No, this does not bode well. Perhaps he was summoned to work on the way. He makes his living at the Muntai cellars, after all. And Master Aramont can be quite the taskmaster. Master, you might do well to ask around there. Doubtless you've already heard, but Spenny hasn't quite been himself of late. I do not want to believe that he would hurt anyone, but I urge you to be wary. This chick has a couple of side quests that's basically to gather supplies. Because she's basically like the cook for that settlement, and basically she asks you for help restocking because she fears for her life. that the residents are gonna eat her. Of course, she's just being way too paranoid. Hey, Doc's brother? Ah, you mean Spen. I've been on watch here since daybreak, and I fear I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. When he first started here, he was so devoted to his work that he'd arrive in the cellars bells before his shifts began. I cannot help but fear that something is amiss. Okay. Is he like that? Is the possession that hard? Where's Pen, you say? Right, I can't help you there. Hasn't come around here yet today. Possessed? Ah, I'll believe it when I see it. Like as not, his disappearance has more to do with 30 casks of moontide beans we need to haul up from the cellars today. Okay. So, they don't believe he's possessed. Gun's gone missing again? The lad's worked hard for us, but I can't deny that his attendance has been somewhat erratic. I fear that if he does not get his act together, and soon, I may have no choice but to let him go. Oh, is he an older fellow? He is. That said, his shift began only minutes ago. I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and trust that he is making his way here as we speak. Alright. On the road to the Muntai cellar. Let's lurk. Let's look for him here. Where am I? Oh, there he is. You good? Ben? Why, yes, that is my name. Beg your pardon, my lord, but have we met somewhere? Dear me, I've done it again, haven't I? My sister, my colleagues, Raya, and even you, who I have only just met. I owe all of you my most profound apologies. As Raya doubtless told you, it seems that I have fallen prey to forces most sinister. They strike, without warning, in the black of night, seizing my limbs, inhabiting my mind, rendering me naught but a puppet to carry out their dark design. Excuse me. Come morning, I awaken bruised and beaten, with no memory of the horrors I have committed. O guardians of the forest, pray take mercy on my soul. If you're looking for mercy, you're begging up the wrong tree, you shite-arse, stew-faced, will-sodden lump of goo-boo dung. Oh, Buscaroon. Pay no heed to the man's sob stories. The only sinister force that's got him in its clutches is old Buscaroon's knee. 1,396 gills spend. That'll cover food, drink, and healing fees for the poor sod whose arm you near twisted off. Oh, so basically, if you haven't known from that little piece already, the fate revolves about this guy beating up strangers. And you have to go in and beat Spen up to make him to stop. So the bruises are from adventurers beating on him so he can stop. Buscaroon, surely this must be some misunderstanding. But certainly I patronize your fine establishment on occasion, but only for a single drink. Aye, I suppose that's true. I've not known the quite quiet, thoughtful Spen to order more than a single flagon of mead. But by the time the flagon is drained, Spen is no more. In his place is the roaring, meat-swilling, punching, kicking, belching, screaming madman whose name strikes fear into the hearts of every man and woman who's ever wanted to enjoy a drink and a God's damn peace. The scourge of the Durathers, if not the whole bloody realm. I speak of you, fencer of the bottomless cup. This cannot be. I am no scourge. I am a responsible drunkard. I know when to say when. I do not know what madness took me, Master Buscarone. I can assure you that it was an isolated occurrence. Please accept my payment, 1,396 gil in full, along with my profuse apologies for the trouble that I have caused. Oh, he had it on him? As for the unfortunate fellow who I may have unwittingly injured, please assure him that I will return to the grotto this evening to make amends in person. And with that, I must be off to the cellars. I'm already late for my shift, and Master Aramont will be rightfully furious if I tarry any longer. Farewell, my good sirs. Ah, yes, the Conjurer's Guild. Do tell Briar that I shall, endeavor to exercise my own demons. Should the dark forces prove too formidable, I shall call upon her again. Ah, I wouldn't get your hopes up. If I had a guild for every time I heard old Spence spout that nonsense, I'd be a rich man. Last I heard, there ain't no incantation which can cure a man's love for liquor. Okay then. Oh wait, no. Do that, we can go to Gridania. I still love how the MSQ is always up there. You have selected Regicide. The most casual of tones to say that. Spencer of the Bottomless Cup? And here I thought that name only a wives' tale. Dreamed up to steer young children away from the bottle. I must confess, I am somewhat relieved to discover that the spirits that plagued the man were of a more worldly sort, though that is a small solace to the poor souls who must suffer his mead-induced wrath. Sadly, I fear that subduing drunkards is outside my field of research. Should you find the poor man in the throes of madness, pray do what you can to restore him to sanity. So basically beat him up. I can do that. I can definitely beat up a man. Level up? I love how it's like, what? You leveled up? It's like, did you doubt it, my good sir? So 100% those create less of a hunting pressure. Killed an animal with it, and it's a low pressure, like one that is close to vanishing type of low. Ooh! I had thought they were on actual timers, but apparently the way they work is, let's say, I'm gonna open a map, just for explanation's sake, I guess. I think, based on what I read, how it works, if I create a pressure zone here, and I create a pressure zone here, and I create a pressure zone here, as I kind of like spread them around, this one starts to go, let's say it started at mid, it will start to go to low. If I do more in other places, this should eventually vanish. So it's basically kind of like an old location for some reason. I thought it was timed. I would have preferred it to be timed, but eh. The whack-a-mole. Ooh, you get a mini-mole. Oh, I think this one has Nafika's Teats feature. That sounded wrong. That out of context will be bad. I switched to a crossbow instead of a regular bow. Wait, there are crossbows in the game? I've only seen the regular I've only seen the regular bows. Crossbows were probably a bit more better. Although I feel like crossbows would have a bit of a less range. Although the power itself might compensate for that. Because I feel like a crossbow bolt will be a bit more powerful than a regular bolt. Why is my tongue tied? I blame the long haft. Well, if it isn't my most accomplished assistant, you truly could not have come at a better time. I have just a perfect assignment for you. Partial here must be delivered to Marset, a naturalist doing research on fauna at Dunstan Spire in the Central Shroud. Brains, beauty, grace? Why, I envy you for being able to bask in her brilliance. Sadly, my supervisory duties demand that I remain in this spot. Anyhow, you might want to hurry with that package. And try not to mind the smell of Kupo. He's just pawning off the ones he doesn't want on me. That's basically it. Okay, it's a DLC, that's why. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, hey, people. I think, yeah, there's... English number 1. English be hard. Speaking be hard. You there. Research Assistant 62. Or was it 26? Who even cares what your number is? You're late. Hand over my package at once. I'm not your assistant. Yes. Come to me, my... What in the 7 hells is this? Apricot? Is this your idea of a joke? My next experiment will be to measure how many lightning sparks can fit up your worthless horse. Hey, yo. It's a Hobrot, Professor. With a silent... Oh, with a silent H? Obriot? Silence, happily toe. You should fall to your knees and thank the 12 that I deign to address you by any name at all. Now answer me. What in the name of Nopicus teats am I supposed to do with this rubbish? But I swear, Professor, place the order exactly as that. This is raw mole meat, Hoglino. I ask for a live mole. Living. As in what you won't be doing when I'm through with you. Gah, Research Assistant number 832. And to prove that you're the only one around here worthy your weight in goo droppings. My current research project is a study of the behavior of those troublesome talpins, moles. To a layman such as yourself, you need not concern yourself with the specifics of my research, which would be far beyond your feeble mind. You need only know that I require 1 live mole pup, and I require it now. The blank stare on your face tells me that you lack even the common knowledge that the royal plantations of Ul'dah are known to be infested with the filthy creatures. And that any half-wit botanist who works there could educate you as to how to capture one. Am I not making myself clear? Research Assistant 77.
Chicken attack! Chicken attack!
Hey, Chloe, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're well. You just missed Stroking the Haft quest. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we had to endure the longest spicy joke I have ever seen. Holy smokes, was that... It was basically one giant innuendo. I just realized I basically made an innuendo, claiming it was an innuendo. Ooh. I'm just gonna carry on and bleach my mouth and eyes and ears later. Am I not making myself clear, Research Assistant 777? You, the Royal Plantations, allied mole pup. To me. Now. She needs to chill. Holy crap. Alright, the Royal Plantations. I guess I could just return to Uldan, exit through the gate. This one would be it. Yep. But again, how are you, Chloe? I hope you're doing well tonight. As you can see, we are doing the, in my opinion, the best side quest line. Looking to nab yourself a mole, are you? Clear no argument from me. Cute little buggers. I'll leave them to their own devices, and they're more than happy to eat us out of house and home. Fortunately, they're more belly than brains. Simple enough to snag one if you have the right tools. First of all, you're going to want to set this bundle of weeds atop one of their molehills. Then, take this flintstone and set the weeds aflame. Smoke will flood the tunnel, and moles will come bursting out to the surface for a breath of fresh air. Mind you, I said moles. Look, your little pup won't put up much of a fight, but his mother won't be so keen to part with her young. You best brace yourself for a fight. I'm basically gonna orphan a mole for this lady? Okay, I guess. Doing good? Glad to hear it. Alright, let's get the mole pup. I thought there was gonna be more moles than that. Alright, back to Gridania. So we can go back to Dunstan Spire. Dunstan. Dunstan. Alright. Research assistant, whatever your number was. I swear to the gods, if you come back empty-handed, I'll use you for my next research specimen. Here you go, lady. Chill. I'll smack you so hard you're gonna fall over sideways. Well, look at this. A mole pup. A scrawny little runt if I ever saw one, but what can I say? My experience with certain research assistants has left me with a soft spot for halfwits, monsters, and ugly things. Don't worry, you misshapen beauty. I'll be very, very gentle. Apricot, you'd best be taking notes. What? Hey, I am reading this right. Okay then. Die, foul vermin, die, die, die! Professor, what are you doing to the poor beast? The seventh hell with you, I say. And not because of the name, Professor. Have mercy. And once again, my hypothesis proves true. That you're a menace? You need to be... You need to be locked up forever. You never found it strange that despite spending the better part of their lives in tunnels beneath the soil, most possess unusually large eyes. Of course you haven't, because you possess the mental faculties of a dimmer-than-average dormouse. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that I have. My self-styled teacher, Attilone, hoisted that their eyes grew large, that they might better see their prey in the darkness. But I thought, no, I knew different. I theorized that their eyes, regardless of their size, were not useless. That they did not see, but rather felt the vibrations around them to identify potential prey and foes. Did you see how the mole pup, its eyes were still shut, squealed and squirmed in abject terror as I rained blows down all around him? Once again, it is proven Attilone is a fool. The student has surpassed the teacher. I would retain the pup for further studies, but I have another mole that has outgrown its usefulness. Consider it yours. What should you do with it? How should I know? Burn it, vivisect it, skin it, and eat it for all I care. Just get it and yourself out of my sight. Research calls. This lady is a freaking menace. It's crazy. Carrier level 7. Right, let's save the minimal. Should be there. Oh. QB stands. Alright. My hard-working assistant returns. Yes, so hard have you been working that I dare say you've earned yourself a vacation, Kupo. I'm not going to give you one, of course. I do have a reputation to maintain. I'll give you the next best thing. A letter addressed to Master Gegaruju at Costa del Sol. Soak up the rays of the sun, bask in the balmy ocean breeze, sneak a furtive glance at the lovely dancers. That last one can be our little secret. You'll soon forget that you're working, Kupo. Alright, before we head to Costa del Sol, though, I need to step away for a couple of minutes. So, with the limps of music playing in the background, let's go back to the Be Right Back scene. And I will be back in a couple of minutes. Alright. Get this trip back on the road. I am back. Hello, hello, everybody. I think this is a comfortable position. We go to Costa del Sol. Oh, by the way, Rose, if you're still here, how did that bear hunt go? Did you get it? Because a tier 8 is a decent. That's a high one. That's the highest that I have heard or seen. Oh, how I'm tired of the same idyllic sights. Night after night after night. How long must I wait to see my new beauties take to the stage? I got a letter for you. Titan's Bane? A messenger boy? Is the adventuring life so unprofitable these days? I could always use another strapping lad to swap the decks. You may be a touch overqualified, but the pay is generous. The location cannot be topped. But I digress. The letter you have brought me is a reply from none other than the esteemed Master Guileno, whom I have enlisted to train my next generation of artistes. A great honor I bestow upon him, yes? Ahem. Master Gigarocho, while you present a compelling offer, I would rather live out my days in the naval than spend even a moment instructing empty-headed, ample-bosomed strumpets with as much passion and aptitude for dance as a pack of three-legged shrews. It seems the poor, misguided fellow values the integrity of his art above coin. But what's this? The letter continues. That said, I know of another whose particular school of dance, though somewhat experimental, may suit your purpose as well. What splendid news! The letter neglects to mention his name, but says he makes his home by Iron Lake in Outer Lenosha. Might you be a good messenger boy and deliver this contract to him? I would have my girls begin their training straight away. It went alright. Didn't get an organ hit, unfortunately. I don't know how I was close enough, but that's fair, that's fair. A win is a win, and probably the pay was decent. Oh, I have seen that the game currently on Steam is like 80% off. So it's going for like $4 or $5. I have half a mind to actually just buy it. Just in case we have other people that might want to play that don't have it on the PS5. It's a shame it's not crossplay, but hey, maybe they will add it in the future. You never know. They did just add a map, I think like 2-3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. So you never know. You never know. Yeah, Hunter, Call of the Wild. The hyper-realistic hunting game. Actually pretty fun. And I know my sniper skills would be best shine with keyboard and mouse instead of controller. Why do smoothskins shun my dance? My dance is dance of vigor and virility. Here you go, a contract. Paper for Mamulja? Mamulja does not want paper. Mamulja wants freedom. Freedom to dance. Why does no one understand? Smoothskin wants me to dance. Is some kind of trick to take my coin? No trick. Smoothskin pays coin. Going for Mamulja? Going to dance Mamulja dance? Do I dream? Do smoothskins finally understand? Too long has Mamulja custom been mocked. Too long have Mamulja hips been fettered. But no more. Smoothskin shows kindness to Bugalja. Bugalja repays kindness. Shares proud Mamulja tradition with all. Traditional Mamulja bathing dance will be shunned no more. Today, Costa del Sol. Tomorrow, the realm. But dance cannot be danced with body soiled. This is Mamulja custom, and custom must not be broken. Bugalja would cleanse body in Bronze Lake, where water is warm and sights are stimulating. But smooth skins there have small hearts and narrow minds. Bugalja will go west to little house where Bugalja can breathe in peace. I doubt on the crossway to top PC can mod it and have cheats. It won't be much cost. Wait, they can have. I know the modding community is very heavy when it comes to PC games. Some communities have it more than others as far as mods. Let's get out of this zone. Some communities have it much more than others. When it comes to modding. But really, cheats? How would they implement? What cheats are they using? Is what I'm confused about more. Maybe they're just like infinite health or aimbot, probably. Maybe one shot, one kill doesn't matter. A shot anywhere is a 100% trophy. Maybe, I don't know. Don't mind it being cross-platform. Do have it on PC as well, but usually play on PS5. That's true. That's fair. It's why I'm thinking about getting it on the PC, because I think I saw your profile as a friend who owned it. So I was thinking I might probably get it. That way, if anybody else gets it, you know, the more the merrier. You are not like other smoothskins. Smoothskins who shun Mamulja. Bugalja is pleased. Bugalja likes little house. Water is warm, and Smoothskin leaves Bugalja to himself. But enough talk, so your body needs cleansing. But Mamulja must not wash own body. This, too, is Mamulja way. Smoothskin, take water, pour over Bugalja's body. 1, 2, 3 times. Body cleansed, muscle loose. Bugalja would be ready to dance. Alright, here's one. Freeze animals, always highest weight, gold rating, fast speed. Okay, yeah, that sucks. When people do that, that sucks, honestly. I don't mind cosmetic mods. I understand cosmetic mods, like having a certain cosmetic weapon. For example, modding one of the weapons to resemble an Arctic Warfare sniper rifle. I can dig that. I don't mod anything personally. I don't mod. I prefer to play vanilla as is and experience the game as is. That's just me though. I do know people mod and I do know it's usually cosmetic, but to cheat is just, that sucks. Warm water flows over me. Sweat and grime washes away. Alright, here is the second sacred spring water splashing. Muscles loosen, joints limber, an uncontrollable urge wells from within. Alright, let's take it the third time. Grah! I can contain it no longer. Ugalja must move. Ugalja must dance. Smoothskin performs cleansing ritual as good as any Mamulja. Ugalja has never felt so alive. Let us visit your master Gegerujo. I will dance my dance as never before. Oh no, because one of the things I use, Keith has it for Hunter called Wild, called Wemod. Don't do it for extreme multiplayer games, just normal games. Okay. Fair enough. Personally, I don't like cheats in games. I don't even like normal mods. I prefer to play it as is. I do have a bit of a bad experience with cheaters and hackers in other games. I used to play this shooter game called Crossfire. It was chock full of cheaters to the point where the game became unplayable to most if you didn't have cheats, so it just sucked. That's why I kind of like have bad taste when it comes, have bad blood when it comes to it, I guess. Ah, there you are. I must say, our new dancing master made quite a first impression. I've already taken the liberty of introducing him to the girls. Costa del Costa del Sol shall be at the forefront of an artistic revolution. I can see the tourists flocking in, hear the clinking of their ample coin purses. At any rate, the lesson should be getting started any moment now. For all you've done, you're more than welcome to look on. I feel like he would be like the most monotone, the most chill-toned person you could ever encounter. Imagine living in this, seeing this every day, having like a small swim to an island like that. Oh my, prime fishing? This is basically the best life anybody could ever ask for if you are a lover of the sea. A lover of the sea if you are, matey. Master Gigaruchu, other smoothskins shun Mamulja tradition, but you welcome us with arms open. Ugalja will not forget this kindness. Ugalja will be greatest dancing master Costa del Sol ever knew. Traditional Mamulja bathing dance is dance of pleasure, dance of life-giving. Every lift of leg, every sway of hips is sacred. When you dance Mamulja bathing dance, you must summon vitality from the very depths of your soul. Did you hear that, girls? I'm paying you good coin for this. Don't be shy up there. Yeah, yes, Master Gegaruchu. We've been waiting our whole life for this chance. We won't let you down. Why are they naked? Prepare yourselves. We begin. Hoo-hoo-ja, hoo-hoo-ja. Mamu-ja have hips. Hips must sway. Hoo-ja, hoo-hoo-ja. Mamu-ja have hips. Hips must thrust. Hoo-ja, hoo-hoo-ja. Mamu-ja is man like all men. Hoo-hoo-ja, hoo-hoo-ja. You are woman like all woman. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Brilliant. Utterly brilliant. Now this is a dance to delight. When the most mature and discerning of... They fled in fear. Now where does everyone run off to? And you, are you feeling quite alright? I do not understand, Master Gegaruchu. Ugalja only danced as Master asked me to dance. Pay no mind to the reactions of my servants. I suspect they were simply overwhelmed by the sheer wonder of the spectacle laid before them. Oh, bother. I feel like he could be a good Winnie the Pooh candidate. Winnie the Pooh with a goatee and a stash. I live in Costa del Sol now. I get all the honey I want if you catch my drift, wink wink. This is sadly a common plight with artists who are ahead of their time. Luckily, Remont doesn't make cheats for PvP games or MMO games. They do have cheats for Jurassic World Evolution, which I like to have it on during challenges. Makes it easier for me to make it safe for people to... Oh, you just had to come in and do that. Come in... Oh, from the makes it safe for me to make it safe for people from the dinos that are roaming around and help me get through research without worrying about money. Ah, that's fine. That's fair. Yes, yes. Remind them, Frosty. No cheats in my universe. No cheats in the MMO universe. Also, I don't think anybody typed in the words no cheats or something. Does the bot listen to me? That said, it is perhaps for the best that we, part ways for at least the time being. Rest assured that you will receive full compensation for your services, as will you, Titan's Bane. Oh, you better pay me up. Pay up for me. Pay up. Like in English, I promise. The bot is sentient. I am convinced at this point that Frosty Tools is not just one person. It's actually the FBI agents, each agent that is tasked to monitor one person. You know how there's like this thing that, hey, every person has their own FBI agent watching them? I'm pretty sure that this is mine and he just likes to participate, or her, like to participate in their own way. Ah, you've returned. Have you any idea what all that shrieking and retching was about? I, for one, found Pugalja's gyrations positively captivating. I was eagerly anticipating the sight of my fair maidens performing this treasure of Mamulja tradition, but alas, once again the common folk prove incapable of appreciating my heightened aesthetic sensibilities. And yet, while I am a lover of the fine arts, I am an even greater lover of coin. The highest form of art in the world means nothing to me without an audience, a well-paying audience. As such, I have made the most heart-rending decisions to annul Master Pugalja's contract, effective immediately. In return, I compensated him with a healthy sum and a one-day pass to the springs at Bronze Lake. I don't foresee this being a problem, do you? That said, the sheer unbridled passion that the Mamulja possess for the act of bathing is truly a sight to behold. Were only this passion shared by the average Eorzean, oh, what fortunes could be had! I really want to know what the dance looked like now. I really want to know what it looks like. Successful delivery, reputation has grown, yes, yes. Back to the lower decks of Limsa. Captain of her heart. Ooh. I remember this one. Who's she again? We'll see. Alarum knows the deputy postmogul has nothing but confidence in his assistance. I shall entrust you with a letter so important they had to cross the T twice, Kupo. The letter is for a maelstrom sergeant at Camp Overlook. Pirates everywhere. Terribly exciting and terrifically dangerous. I love my R's and mateys as much as the next mogul, but I have pressing duties elsewhere, Kupo. This Sergeant Swigrail is scarier than most. Why, I used to vanish right onto thin air whenever she turned her bloodshot eyes my way. Thanks to aspiring carriers like yourself, I needn't do that again, Kupo. You will take the letter to Sergeant Oh So Scary. Very understood, Kupo. Why did he frame it almost like a threat? Alright, I think you said Camp Overlook? Yes. Oh, the sergeant! This Swiss grilled cheese. Delivery? Is that what they're calling it now, sweet thing? Oh, a letter, eh? Thanks. Useful thing. Better than Creamer's rum for putting me to sleep. Give it here. So she reads letters to fall asleep? No, thank you. I've taken up farming? Curse you, matey, and your goddamn letter. Rip it in half and water it with piss. See if something grows. Farming, he says. Farming he chooses over the red swallows. God damn him and his shrinking violet ball. Damn. Now, where are my manners? Left him on land when I went to sea. Come back and the swimming things hadn't waited a fortnight before going off with someone else. I got reasons to take the news hard. Treacle tart. We don't got enough men, or women, mind you. Not going to recruit just anybody, though. We, being the meanest, nail-chewingest, levy in the whole damn maelstrom. No offense and all, but we ain't interested in a sugar skull like the one on top of your shoulders. Well, you have no idea who I am, don't you? So out came the paper and ink, and out went them letters to likely roughnecks what retired from privateer. And not by the way of the scaffolds. No, and more no. That was the last but one. As for the last one, the bloodthirsty bitch should have been here long before now. Set out from the mill to bring some lumber to the camp with another salt hound, they said. Sweet face or no, you got land sense. You do? Boy, do us a good turn, eh? I'll wager the miniature marauder ran into a spot of trouble out near yon floating city. Help him out, and I may start feeling grateful-like. Okay. Wait, the floating city of Nim? Over here? That is... yeah, the floating city of Nim. Miniature marauder. That was easy. Then again, I am 24 levels above. You took me killed. You didn't even ask. Oh, don't be like that, Captain. You was pressed. You know that. I'd say that deserves our thanks at the least. The bloody bastard took me kill. I like being pressed. Sends a tingle up me thighs. It does. Hey, yo. You want to thank the bastard for saving your knickers from a right soiling, you go on and be me swimming guest. I apologize. The captain has never been one for social graces, with all the killing and marauding. Thank you kindly from both of us for lending a hand. You have the look of a fine killer, though. Shared slaughter's not as bad when your shadow's an appetite for carnage. Well, if salt ain't sweet. Captain don't usually have a good word for anyone outside our humble crew. I'm a renowned adventurer, what you thought? Sergeant Swigrail sent you? Why, that's another surprise. She's not the sort to watch the clock hands, but Rattata's your miniature marauder, sure as salt. We hadn't much truck with time. Down at the mill. Poor Maiden's Mill. Abandoned it was when we salt hounds settled in to make a new life. A ghost town. No, adventurer, for old pirates, the only ghosts are out on the open water. And even for not-so-old pirates like that one. Oh, I know what they call her. Rabid Rattata. Mad dog of the mill. And they ain't wrong, but she got nothing but fighting in her blood. Which is why I worry. It was the captain's idea to clean our hands of reaving and start a new life at the mill. Damn it, now I've gone and put her in one of her moods. Time to haul anchor. Here for Camp Overlook, adventurer. Alright. Oh, Rattata's all the way over there. Boy, there you are. Got me lumber, thanks to you. But not me no recruit. Weren't forsaken for farming, that's some swiving comfort, but bugger if I know why she said no. Got her hackles up, that one. I'm always said every dog needs a little pet, a little treatin'. Bit of salt beef from a new friend? Might do, might do. How about it, sweet thing? Hurry up for talking to her. Sure. Sure. Oh, I need to repair my stuff. Actually, let me do that real quick before I forget. You took me killed. I like that. But you fight like a salt hound. They have me here until I grow tired of you. You damned adventurers are all alike, more words than sense. Well, if words you wish to waste them on the Steve door. He's thrice the patience of all us hounds combined. Why is she so stuck? I guess we're gonna find out her backstory right now. Not interested, eh? Think well of her if you can. Captain is what we made her, like as not. Her mama got her chest stove and boarding a merchantman. And the very next moon, what does her papa do but make a right mess at the steps of some rascaller? And she, but a swaddling babe, born on a pirate ship, raised up by pirates. No life for a child. Okay, so basically her mom died boarding another guy's ship. And the other died probably the same. Her father. Okay. You can still see her toddling along the gun deck or swinging her wee axe with a little blunt edge. Didn't stay blunt for long and never another child to play with. We should have put her ashore for fostering, but we hadn't the heart to. Got nothing but marauder in her veins. We tried to show her how other folk lived, draw her out a bit, but before we knew it, she'd gutted the former captain and taken his place at the fore. I'd be lying if I didn't say part of me feels it'd be good for her to join the Red Swallows, though we'd be heart sore to lose her. She'll have her battles, boon companions, she'd be a swallow instead of a dog. As for us, we'll find ourselves a new captain. We always do. She wasn't scared of Rattata the way most are. That's why she liked you. I know it. Can't you talk to her again? You'll find her near the floating city. She likes the air there. And the prey. Okay then. I guess this shows that upbringing is important? I was not expecting much of a life lesson playing this game, but apparently here we have one. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be not the only one. You again. I could kill you. I can kill most things if I'm in the mood. I doubt you could kill me, but let me serve it to you straight, like. I don't need them red swallows. It's them what needs me is all. I know me men call me rabbit. Does it look like I care a whit and a half? I know I ain't the sick one. Dogs is loyal. I kill for them salt hounds. I kill for me family. I dinna ken what red swallows kill for. That's sick, you ask me. Maybe I'd kill for you sometime. That might be right agreeable. Ah, enough words. I'm heading home. You keep that gob of yours clapped, or I'll find a dead rat to stuff it with. Dude, you can try. You could definitely try. You ain't gonna succeed. Alright. Is she actually, like, not gonna say? Any luck, adventurer? Captain hasn't uttered a word since she came back from Nin. Let me guess. This dog won't fly, eh? It breaks my heart to see her becalmed like this. A young girl shouldn't be holed up in a hamlet with nothing but axes for company. I suppose she ain't no young girl anymore. Well, we'd best be on our way. At the poor maid's mill. Give Sergeant Swakegrail my apologies. Be like, thank you for keeping my secret. Right. Looks like the Swallows won't get another recruit yet. Sweet Navigator, no, no, and no. If one swallow doesn't make a summer, what's no swallow make? All that work and not one recruit won. Still, if Rattata's there, we won't have to worry none about the mill. Not even a kobold's brain blown enough to take the place when she's about. Not the finest hour for the red swallows. Why them that don't know what they're missing. Mayhap I need to rethink our recruiting standards. 7 hells. Lower 'em a bit. Try out a few weaklings. Real sollybups. Might work if I can get the swallows to take it easy on them sweetlings. Maybe train them separate like for a while. Try as I might, I don't see it working. Be like putting tar in frog. Calling it as good as. Just going to have to divvy up extra duties. Be patient. Okay. I attain carrier level 9. Alright, back to the lower decks. I forgot, was this the last one? I know there's one at the very end of it that gives you the hat. Right? Of siblings and side whispers. Oh, a Jandalane's token. Now, here's the kind of enthusiasm I like to see. My hardest working assistant back to hone his skills. And he's his beloved supervisor's burden in the process, Kupo. Well, just so happens that I've just the assignment for you. You see this most extravagant envelope in my paw? It contains a missive addressed to none other than one Master Jandalane, the realm-renowned aesthetician. What I would not give to have my whiskers trimmed by those magic scissors. To feel the caress of his fine-toothed comb across my fur. But this is neither hither nor thither, Kupo. But where were we? I need to tell you that the man is very, devoted to his art. He would not even think of accepting such personal correspondence while otherwise occupied with his work. Fortunately, I am told he has been sighted about town of late, enjoying a hard-earned vacation, seeking inspiration for his newest hairstyles. I cannot say. Only that if there is any opportunity to deliver this letter, it is now. Godspeed, my loyal friend, Kubo. I'm get to my laptop finally. Something got up and get to my laptop. That is fair. That is fair. Yes, it is very important. The medicine do be very important. Well, still, it's important for your goals. And your well-being. Medicine should be good for it. Alright, where was I? Oh, there he is. Oh, the reborn maiden is here as well. What a ravishing lady. Her husband-to-be is quite a fortunate man. Would you not, you would deliver it for me? I fear there must be some mistake. I can assure you that this letter is not intended for me, as it was I who penned it. That said, I suppose it's no wonder that I am oft mistaken for my brother. We do share a certain family resemblance. Your brother? Why, now that you mention it. Good gods, you're like two jade peas in a pod. And wait a moment, I know you too. You're the man who brought about my rebirth. The one who guided me from the shadows of self-doubt to a fashionable new world of assurance and ava. To think that the man I first thought some depraved killer proved to be my savior. And it was you, yes you, who showed me the light. Why, thanks to you two, one of the most eligible bachelors in all of Limson now seeks my hand in marriage. I dare say, my lady, that this comes as a little surprise. Only a blind man or a fool could fail to recognize your radiant beauty. Gee, quite the charmer. You are? But you must understand it was your brother who brought about the beauty inside me. Should you encounter him in your travels, do pass along my gratitude. I thought that was Jandalane. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Gwilfers. Of House, well, you are not like to know us, but perhaps you do know of House Zamil, with whom we share common ancestry. It is a matter related to my house, more precisely, its line of succession, that has brought me to this nation. Our father, you see, has been stricken with an illness most grave. Though he yet clings to life, its strength wanes with each passing day. In a moon's time, we will need an heir. There's only one man in the realm who can fill that role. For the past 5 years, I said nothing as my elder brother idled away his days, creating coifers, but I can remain silent no longer. A duty far greater than the trimming of locks calls Jandalane back to Ishgard, and I shall not leave this realm until he stands at my side. Master Jandalane? Of noble birth? He always had a most he always did have a most dignified air about him. You're looking for your brother, he mentioned something about heading off to procure a new comb. Only the finest of tools for my wedding day, he said. Comb. The Carpenters Guild is located in the nation of Britannia, is it not? I suspect that is where we'll find my brother. We must away at once. I trust that you'll see this missive delivered safely to my brother's hands. I have a pressing matter to attend to, but will join you in Gridania as soon as I am able. Safe travels to you, and good day, my lady. Well, the young man certainly dashed off in a hurry. If you've a mind to deliver that letter to his brother, you'd best make it for the Carpenter Guild, and quickly. Right, to Gridania I go. Oh, I think he left. Looking for Gentleman, are you? As I just told his brother, the man conducted his business and went on his way. How can my brother so flippantly forsake duty and family? It makes not a whit of sense. Perhaps not to you. It seems you have thoroughly convinced yourself that Gentleman is best suited for this duty. You would ask of him. You would suggest he is not? I'll not stand by while you besmirch my brother's good name. Well, it is true that in recent days he is little more than a glorified beard trimmer. I saw Gentleman serve as our father's right hand since he was scarcely a mangrove. Yep. Yes, here we go. He was the very paragon of duty and honor, an example to all around him. Calm yourself, boy. I hold your brother in the highest esteem. It is precisely this reason that I speak as I do. Allow me to tell you a tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young carpenter. He was possessed of some talent and great zeal for his craft. And his masters were convinced that the boy would come to great things in the guild. But the road to success is fraught with many perils. After suffering the loss of a close friend, the youth began to lose his way. Racked with despair, he let both mind and body go to waste. His close-cropped koi grew to a rampant snarl, obstructing his field of vision and getting tangled in his hands as he wielded his hammer. His work suffered, and his masters began to ask if he might not consider another profession. One day, as he shambled to the workshop, he was ambushed by a strange man wielding twin blades. Before he could even realize what was happening, his tangled locks lay on the ground in a scattered heap. In that moment, he came to a realization. Thanking the man for his services, he returned to his workshop. As if by magic, the youth wielded his tools with a newfound focus and confidence. Works of surpassing quality emerged from his hands, and he reclaimed his status as the guild's rising star. Today he stands before you as Timber Master, wearing his hair in the same fashion as he did the day of his rebirth. Ooh! Okay, so he was a client of his. There's an interesting game on sale right now under the fishing category called Dreadline Net Quota. It's horror, but looks like the type of game we play on Thursdays. Interesting. Do check it out. I will also try and check it out if I remember after stream. Plant a sapling of 12 foot, and one day it shall grow into a mighty oak. Plant it on a snowy crag in Corthus, and it is like not to survive the first winter. If you would seek out your brother, pray consider these words. You'll find him at the Alchemist Guild in Ul'dah. I thank you, my good man. While I cannot say the moral of the tale is immediately clear to me, I will take some time to ponder your words on my journey. Fare thee well. I guess he's telling him you are better suited. He's not suited for this. He will thrive better here helping people, doing what he does. Like a sturdy cedar, growing strong and true, that boy. But allow cedar to dry over much and is quick to splinter and shatter. You seek Jandaline too, yes? Pray watch over this brother of his. I trust this journey will take him farther than he can even imagine. And send my regards to Sebrian. Alright, to the Alchemist Guild. You two come in search of Jandaline. You look like the man's mother. He had business here, and that business is now done. He has moved on, and I suggest the two of you do the same. I need not tell you that I am a busy man. How many times must I repeat myself? Simply tell me where my brother has gone, and I will be glad to leave you to your dabblings and tinkerings. Ah, I beg of you, friend, talk some sense into this man. Surely in your capacity as the post-Mughals assistant, your words carry some authority. The order could come from the Sultana herself, and I would say nothing. Sending a man of such rare genius off to some busty, dreary-ish guardian manse? Why, the mere thought makes my blood boil. You care so much for your family, Demence, go defend it yourself. Would that I could, but I fear that I am not, and never have been, my brother's equal. Yes, any half-wit could see that. Jandaline is possessed of both a brilliant mind and an insatiable curiosity. A combination I have rarely seen in any but myself. You, on the other hand, are about as sharp as a sack of rocks. Half of it as interesting. If there's anyone fit to being bound by the stuffy traditions of your homeland, I dare say it's you. But wait, yes, of course. I take back everything I said earlier. By all means, go, seek out your brother. Indeed, I urge you to do so with all haste. Jandaline set off for the Adventurers Guild in Limsel Minsa. Make your way there at once, lest I pour some acid down your trousers to speed you on your way. I know not what led to this change of heart, my good man, and yet I thank you for seeing reason. Good day. Is he gonna hope that his brother gets reborn with his... No. A boy is a fool, but he's an amusing fool, which I must say is the best kind. You, what are you still doing here? You're not after Jandaline yourself. Off to Limsa with you. I suspect there will be quite the show. You'll not want to be late. Alright. Why is there a naked bunny? Yeah. I think going this way is gonna be my best bet. Why didn't I sprint? I hope I'm going the right way. This can be a tad bit confusing at times. I am going to sleep. Oh, he finally caught up with... Oh, right. This is basically a JoJo reference, if anybody doesn't get it. A letter for me, as you can see. I am somewhat occupied at the moment. But for you, darling, anything. Remarkable, friend. You travel the realm thrice over to deliver my missive to my brother. You are a true exemplar to messengers everywhere. Well spoken, brother mine. I have found myself quite taken with this adventure as well. It is as if we share a mind. If you feel this way, brother, then why do you resist your calling? Father needs you. I need you. How long do you intend to persist in this folly? When did you become such a dreadful bore, dear brother? Have the chill winds of our homeland frozen the heart that once beat inside you? I am simply answering the call of family and duty, a call that I ask you to heed as well. You are the eldest son. None save you can carry on the family line. In these 5 years, the child I knew has grown into a man, and yet there is an unsightliness about you. This meekness, this timidity does not befit you. My hands tingle in disgust. But brother, what is this you say? Just as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! You can't, no! I... Oh my. Hair extensions woven from the tail hair of a jet-black eastern steed. A mustache plucked from a mighty behemoth's mane. Tell me, brother, how do you feel? Why, it's as if the shadows of self-doubt have been purged from my soul, cast away by the light of a singular, unwavering confidence. For once stood a faltering child, now stands a man brave and bold. Who knew that long locks and facial hair could be so empowering? It is as if I have died and been born anew. Yes, I did change his voice because he changed his face. Just so, brother, you were always meant to follow in father's footsteps, just as I was to pursue the path of my own. I have simply brought out the man that was always inside you. A most happy name day to a brother reborn. The words of Master Beatine and Severine, it all seems so clear now. Good gods, how could I have been so blind? Forgive me for making mock of your arts, brother. People of this realm need you, that much is clear. Were it not for father, or for our lands, yes, I shall return to Fishguard and do our family proud. For all those years that I looked to my brother with admiration, I never truly comprehended his greatness until this day. For this I have you to thank, friend. Will our paths cross again? Alright, very interesting. I love how it's always met with, like, surprise that I leveled up my courier level. Alright, so do it need me. Oh, that's great. Have I got an assignment for you, Kupo? Fan letters addressed to one of Bulldog's preeminent gladiators, the Prince of the Bloodsands, the one and only Franz the Fair. After all you've done on my behalf, I think it only fair to reward you just so. So charismatic he is that even a Moogle unacquainted with the games cannot help but swoon when delivering the daily batch coupon. Reigns is training for an upcoming match, so you can probably find him at the Gladiators Guild in Ul'dah, Kupo. Alright, my old stomping grounds, basically. Internet Gladiator Guild. You actually encounter Franz the Fair and his group in Halatali Hard Dungeon. He and his group are part of the final boss fight. And what can I do for you this most beauteous afternoon? Shall I sign your flyer with my mark, perhaps? Here to deliver your mail, sir. I'm better at you with the sword anyway. Seize that transaction this instant, my provisional postman. I will not permit you to endanger the well-being of my prize gladiator. Even the Lannista, our Babaduga. Lately, he's been more like an overly concerned father, though. With ample cause. Every day brings us more disconcerting missives from disgruntled fans and dishonored opponents. Ever more elaborate threats. Ha! I fear not jealousy and envy from my enemies. Will them words leap from the parchment and do friends harm? Oh. Oh, what's in the Seven Hells is this horrid stench? Foul fruit of a poisonous intent. A mortal seedling concealed within the letters. Pray, hold your breath while I dispose of this creature. Oh, so he points at it and it leaves. The wages of fame and fortune, mayhap. Friends cannot help but attract the adoration of misguided souls who cover him body and soul. Melodrama does not become you, my dear. A doe-eyed maiden's affections are no match for an opponent's, but what the heck? Forgot I added that. Are no match for an opponent's blade, and both have yet to leave a mark. Ain't the women folk you need to fear, pretty boy. But their husbands and the sellswords what they hire to gut you in your sleep. Else, for enough gil, I take the job myself. That's some friend. His mutinous phrasing notwithstanding, Langlois' suppositions are close to mine own. The language of past letters is most telling. You're all faced, pretty boy. Stay out of the Colosseum. If you step on the blood sands again, I'll rip your head off and, well... I needn't continue. Suffice it to say, other gladiators are whom I deem to be most likely culprits. If so, then these fine upstanding gentlemen and women are more than welcome to seek recompense in the Colosseum. Anyway, I've heard enough. I must clear my head before the match. Pretty boy's got the right idea there. Think I'll have a drink before we go to work. Come now, you have to admit that was awfully suspicious. You're sure Lang ain't behind the threats? He's obviously jealous of Fran's popularity. I will not attempt to speak to his feelings. That said, Langloisert and his brethren committed many terrible crimes in the Black Shroud. He may have since paid his dues, but how far can we trust a man such as he? After running afoul of the brass blade some time ago, Langloisert was declared a Noxious. I was fortunate enough to witness an early performance during which his glorious potential became apparent to me. Hence, I saw him properly armed and given into my care, where he flourished like all my charges, and earned enough to purchase his freedom. In any case, I can firmly believe that these letters are the work of others. Moreover, I am certain that these cretins will make further attempts to harass Franz or worse, which is why I would engage your services, good postman, to ensure his safety. Make it confused for a moment. It did. I was like, wait, what? What is that? I should not be surprised if our enemies attempt to masquerade as devoted fans in order to gain access to France. Therefore, I would have you investigate our fans surreptitiously. I said that wrong. To see if they are behaving suspiciously. Post these placards on the wall of the Colosseum and distribute these flyers to fans on the Step of Knowledge. If you notice aught out of the ordinary, pray inform me, and we shall discuss our next move. Why did they doubt their own teammate, though? That is hella low. Like, that is not okay. Alright, let's put that. Look at that, boys! New France, the fair placard. Oh, look at the beauties they drew cheering him on. He's swimming your wife, France, the fair, he's swimming your wife. Hey, yo. France fanatics. Is this a new France the fair placard? Yourself, fool. Once time is right, shall remove it from the wall, add it to the collection. Wait, what is this sensation? Someone watching us? No, it's us. We're of no concern to anyone. It's the placard they want. We do. We need to kill. What could you do if you wanted to? I am now concerned. I am concerned. More than a few gladiators take after France the Fair, like his fellow here, of course, there's no substitute for the thing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's somebody that's fighting. Okay. I'll add it in a second. Why, I had no idea France was fighting so soon. I was so taken with this imitation that I nearly missed the genuine article. What to wear, what to wear. Must prepare the perfect ensemble to catch his eye and seduce him from. Ah, did you feel that? I just had the strangest sensation that someone was staring daggers at us. Somebody's watching us, apparently. Alright, let's see who's in the Tangia interactions real quick. I guess you can hear my browser does have fun sounds to it. Right. It doesn't seem to be on Tangia. That means I need to put it out on sound alerts. Where's the search? The library is. I don't want to create. I want to search. I don't know which one is not as loud as okay, that one was way too loud. It's like we get word a tad bit personally because I feel like that would break my ears. And the ears of everybody. This is the one though. Oh, oh my. The description says ear rape. Oh my. I think this is it. I'm just gonna I think I'll add this one because I don't know if the others are gonna be as loud. Yeah, they're not as loud. Right, there we go. I'm just gonna remove the earache one and just have it all caps. Audio only. I have it a tad bit lowered so it doesn't break my ears, but it's still gonna surprise the heck out of me. And I'll leave it at the default. I don't want it to be abused. Okay, I think. What? I think. Oh no. There. It's already there! Now I can complete it. I think I have one more spot for actual sound alerts. I think I'm at 9 out of 10 for the point ones. I'm gonna regret this. What's to get for the man who has everything? Oh, is that a France the Bear flyer in your hand? I must have it. Look at the way the artist has captured his trademark grin, and how he glares at his opponents with disdain. I cannot wait to see this vision become reality in the arena, wielding his... Oh, that should be splendid. I shall send him the finest sword money can buy. Okay then. None of them actually, like, seem super suspicious. So... I don't know. None of them really jumped out at me as suspicious. But welcome back in now. Tell me, Do you notice aught amiss aside from the usual shenanigans preceding a Colosseum match, that is? Oh, he has a goatee. And a wonderful sash. I see. So, well, it so happens that I sorted through the remainder of France's mail and found a score of new threatening letters. I had no choice but to inform Silent Moss and Limbo, who were so overwhelmed with concern that they took to the streets in search of their companion. While we await their return, I would have you continue your covert surveillance of the Colosseum by consorting with more prestigious guests as my representative. You may begin with Lady Genevieve. Extend to her your warmest welcome on my behalf, but remain ever vigilant to your surroundings. It can be nice to Shiro, but sometimes it can be true terror. A menace to society. Mainly nice Salmon Hunter fell of the wild because he needs money. I'll be broke in that game. I think right now I have like almost 15k. A lot of it is gonna go towards buying bullets before I actually get the guns that I want. Because having the bullets first is the first step. Alright, gonna give her a welcome. Save your pleasantries for another time. My beloved France shall walk upon the blood sands soon. I would not miss his triumphant return for the world. Ah! Just now, from the steps of Nald. Some misfortune must have befallen that low-bred Mikote. It is past time, I say. She's not fit to fight alongside my friends. Dude, he might have gotten whacked. Almost at 60k because of the missions I have been doing. Ooh, sweet. Alright, Mrs. Sand Devil. I'm fine. One of the bastard's partners must have cracked me on the head from behind. Still can't see straight, but I saw him well enough. Franz was walking towards Emerald Avenue, and Lang was following him at a distance. How could he? For everything that Franz and Babaduga did for him. Even Mamuepo can't fight his way out of a sentence. If it wasn't for Franz, Lang would have died in Noxious. And that's what'll happen if he's fool enough to kill Franz. But you won't let him, will ya? I don't think that's him. I genuinely don't think it's him. Wait till you manage to find a great one animal. Love how they look. Saving the harvest. Get a diamond grade, you can put it in the... So I have heard that there is a, our own personal lodge. How do we access that, actually? I want to kind of, like, access it to get a feel of what it looks like, and if I can actually move the trophies around, or display them, or... I don't know how it works. I basically kind of, like, want to learn more about it, is basically what I want. I've seen it in the trailer on Steam, that's why I'm asking. What the seven elves are you blabbering about? Kill Franz? Did the girl take a tumbling and bash your noggin? We were wrong, postman. The Boysert was tracking the gladiators hunting Franz. It would seem he's been keeping watch over the boy since the moment he left the guild. Pretty boy's got talent, but he's raw. Knows how to deal with enemies he can see, but he hasn't an inkling how to deal with those he can't. Those I make a habit of following him from time to time. Of course, he's a slippery one and often gets away. Credit for this particular failure goes not to Franz, though. The gladiators noticed our presence. We were unprepared, and there were too many innocents. Stop it, I ain't making excuses. All I want to do is keep him safe. I owe him that much. Gil, Hail, women tain't not compared to freedom. A man what helps you win that is a man you owe for life. Oi, postman. You're the only one still standing. Help an old horseman keep his honor and go after the pretty boy. Him and the others went out of the gate gnawed. Could be in the menu button, like in the map and inventory. You scroll down enough. Like, so I can actually visit the lodge and see it? Or is it... Because I have seen the trophy menu. Right? But I don't know if there's like a lodge thing. I'm gonna have to check it out. Probably the next time I play it. Yeah. They wore masks and fought with the fury of Colosseum gladiators. We will need time to recover. More than me body. Me pride's in a bad way. Don't worry. I think at some point the story for Gladiator, the class quest, will actually get me to fight in the Colosseum at some point, but it has to be a bit later. Never knew there were red fox great ones. Oh, do they good? I'm gonna assume they look absolutely good. Can't fully remember. When I get back on, I will look. I will appreciate that. Yes, yes. Alright, friends. Oh, no. They were probably fellow rivals. So unbeauteous. How will my friends have suffered for my sake? You, good postman, you were magnificent in battle. Beauteous even. More so than me, to be sure. How did you become such as you are? I must know. My fans, they cheer for me. They believe me beautiful, yet in truth, I could never live up to their expectations if put to a true test. Long have I suspected that the syndicate conspires to have my party face lesser opponents to ensure our victory. So when I learned of the gladiators' threats, I was overjoyed. I stoked the fires of their jealousy to invite an attack. Long had I craved a true challenge, and soon I would have it. 'Twas to be my quest alone. None were to be involved, much less hurt. Alas, out of fear for my safety, all have suffered on my account. But me, if you wanted to beat, and all you had to do was ask. There are 9 for code variants for the Great Fox one. Send you the link. Ooh, yes, do that. Hells, I've a mind to give him one anyway. There's to be no more moping or sneaking about, is that clear? Crisis of confidence is hardly warranted, friends. You are a formidable gladiator, not to mention the soul of this team. God's damn right. We weren't trying to protect you because we thought you were weak. We're doing it because that's what your mates are supposed to do. You hear all this, Prince of the Blood Sands? The pride of Uldal, the suave southern dandy? Quit contemplating your navel and accept that you're pretty damn good at this gladiator business. Yeah, I am pretty damn good, aren't I? Beauteous even. I don't know what came over me. And with that, I believe it is time for your beauteous return to the shores of Gladiatoriana. I'll fight in this match solo. The others are in no condition to participate. And just like that, he regresses and attempts to shoulder the burden by himself once more. Lest you forget, I am also pretty good at this conjuring business. Those weaklings in the Colosseum don't stand a chance against us, even as we are now. Let's just earn our pay and get back to the training grounds. Try not to be too efficient. Remember this, that it's not about if you win, but how you win. The style, the improvisation, give the crowd something to remember. Then you may return to Halatali. Yeah, Halatali play I beat them up. I usually don't go on there. Hirschfelden. Yeah, I think she said Hirschfelden. Hirschfelden. I still want to go back to the map just for the Great One box. Yeah, I'm not worrying about pronunciation per se. I know I heard it right before when I was watching the trailer. I think she said Hirschfelden. I don't know if that's like the proper way to pronounce it in that language or not, but I think it's gonna be close and we'll have to do. It'll have to do. Say you should come and join us afterwards, postman. I'd love nothing more than to pit my beauteous skills against yours. Yeah, sure, I could beat you up anytime. Aye, Halatali ain't as glamorous as the Bloodsands, but I guarantee you'll have a grand old time. I already beat all four of you and your handler. Level up? Question mark? Alright, let me return to the docks of Limsa Lominsa. There is oh, bots over there, I see. Alright. How many quests? Oh. I think we're almost done. But I'll have to relegate the last couple of quests till next time. I do need to get to bed, because I do have a couple of errands to take care of tomorrow morning. So we'll see who we can raid out to and continue this next week. I know if they did a Great One Lion. They might in the future. If they are adding more content, it means that in the future they might consider some stuff, so just keep hopeful, is all I'm gonna say. But while the calm night music of Limsa plays, let us go and see who we can raid. Where'd it go? No, I don't want to. Okay. Kinda wish you did a map with Komodo dragons. Now that would be interesting. Hold on. Why is it not tapping out properly? Okay. I don't know what is going on. I might need to actually like exit the game. So I think I'm gonna do that and then we're just gonna play some local music. Let's get this playing. Alright, I think I know a person to raid. Yes. A VTuber. I don't remember where I first met her. But currently also streaming Final Fantasy XIV, so that works. And is doing a questline that I know Rose absolutely loves. So we're gonna raid Tsukineko 12. Here is the raid message. Oh? Oh no. Oh yeah! Alright. So, again, thank you so much for everybody that has stopped by, everybody that has lurked, everybody that interacted, everybody that did anything, spent your time, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Again, Chloe, thank you so much for that sub. Rose, why did you redeem that? I am concerned for my life. But, again, thank you all, always. Next time we'll be live is tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow we'll be back with some more Star Wars: The Old Republic. I do believe we were on the planet Balmora, so we are gonna continue with that planet questline, and then we're gonna do the actual class story. You know, basically do what we were doing. Yeah. Again, really appreciate everybody for stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful evening until we meet again. Sweats me up like the ocean blue, can't lie. Got a face